banter.
Because you always use that active and defending.
I think it's like
Banter.
Because you always use that active and defending.
I think it's like
Banter.
People deluded, I'm back again. Manchester City against United, Manchester United against City. It's the Manchester derby. Hopefully it's a great game of football, and as usual, appreciative to all of you lot tuned in. Smash the like button, comment, subscribe, and all of that good stuff, and let's hope it's a game that lives up to the fixture. Man said it again and again. Big up American Gunner, because your support is always here. Evans and Lindelof start due to tactical reasons per 10 excuses. Boy, I ain't even seen the lineup on that topic as well. You know what? Because we're pressed for time. Any talking points, predictions, get them all in. But let's do the annoying thing, which is going on Photoshop. Where am I? When did Photoshop close? Because all my files were open. But okay, small problem. Tactical reasons. More like desperation, man. To be fair with you. Oh, wow. Harry Maguire. Is Harry Maguire not on your team? Oh, I was about to say. There his name is. That's a bit weird. I mean, Varane's had a long-term injury. He wasn't going to start. They're probably nursing him back slowly but surely. Man United, it's a madness. When I see Johnny Evans playing for Man United in 2023, it gives me shades of when we brought back Sol Campbell, when we had Sylvester. You know, like, it's a madness. I think everybody knew when they said Johnny Evans is just training with Manchester United to keep fit. Everybody knew at some point they're going to just take him on permanently. It's a big game. I expect Manchester City to win. I want Manchester City to win because I can talk nonsense to my group chat. But maybe it's best that United actually win, because anytime City could drop points, being the great team they are, the better. That being said, though, I don't know why. I'm going to go 2-1 Manchester United. I think Rashford will bag. I mean, I'm sure the bookies won't pay out too much if Rashford scores. But I just have a feeling, man. To be fair to City, for City, they need to react, man. It's been, I wouldn't call it a wobble, but, you know, anytime City don't win and don't win handsomely, there's question marks, really and truly. And we all know they don't really, pardon me, even though I think points-wise, they probably started this season better than they typically do. But I think everybody's waiting for City to really kick into gear. Pep Guardiola spoke of that and said how they had like a shorter pre-season. So that could be one of the reasons as well. Hopefully it is a post-treble winning hangover. Right, Lindelof left back. Boy. You know what, Lindelof, I know you have nightmares of Manchester City, if I'm honest with you. You're very fortunate there's no Gundogan. Amrabat's in the team for Man United. He's had some injury concerns going into the game. They're going to need him. To be fair, when I see Amrabat and Scott McTominay, that just tells me that, you know, Man United want to be combative in midfield. Obviously, in terms of possession, Manchester City are probably going to win that race, but they want to be combative. Obviously, Eriksen is a great footballer. He's not the best of athletes. They needed to start Eriksen, to be fair. Did Eriksen not come off the bench in the Champions League for Man United? And you could see what a real footballer does. We all know Scott McTominay is the sort of brother to score the winner in a game like this. Bruno Fernandes out wide. I don't know if 10 excuses has learned his lesson in that regard. But realistically, they're probably going to pack things out. You know, Lindelof is not going to play as a traditional fullback. I wouldn't quite say inverted, but it will be a centre half playing in the left-hand channel. Amrabat will probably have to cover the wide areas, because I'd imagine Bruno Fernandes naturally is going to gravitate into the middle of the park. You know, he's not a true winger. It's like he's a wide playmaker. Only Rashford is going to provide them with width. Højlund's a quality player, if I'm honest with you. And I do think Man United have struck gold with him, if I'm honest. But he needs time, and obviously he's just signed for the club. He's still young. Obviously, there's a lot of elements of rawness in his game as well. I mean, Christian Eriksen, if I was a United fan, I think he'd be the most enjoyable footballer that I think my club had, if I'm completely honest with you guys, just because it's like, you know, I'm happy that he left Spurs, obviously, and I'm happy that, you know, I could be honest, Eriksen is a baller, has been a baller, and he's done well to even, bro, you're kicking ball for Man United. Coming a long way after, you know, them unfortunate scenes for Denmark in the World Cup, if I'm correct, or was it a Euros? I don't know. Football moves quickly, people. If you haven't smashed the like button, make sure you're doing such and things like that. I mean, Højlund, I need to see you score a hat-trick today, you know. I know certain man got a Premier League hat-trick. more goals than certain wingers over there at Chelsea. But yeah, you've got Højlund number 11. I actually think it'll be a closer game than people give it credit for. As I said, I'm gonna go 2-1 Man United in a game like this. And you've got Mr. Crashford number definitely not 11, number 10. Let's head over to the away team. Phil Foden, he's going to need to back the beef. Doesn't back his mum, though. I'm never going to let him forget that because you called my team a dead team. You're a wonderful player, but you can have this money, be a wonderful footballer, and win all the things you can. Still didn't back your mum. It's as simple as that. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Edison, who's going to need to react, man. If you saw the game in the Champions League, even though they beat Young Boys, it was actually a good finish. One of the goals where he dinked it over his head. What was it, a back three? Feels weird. I can't say I've seen Manchester City play a back three in forever, if I'm honest with you. Very difficult working this out. Kyle Walker, Stones. I mean, Pep Guardiola's the master in it. At times, it will probably go into a back four with Rodri and Stones. You know, one will protect, one will drift into a four. It's a fluid system, and I think many football teams. I think people get hung up too much on formations and tactics and all of these things. It's gonna be quite fluid. But your back three, you know what? Let's just put Walker's name here. It's a bit awkward, but let's do this. Let's hurry up because I don't really want to do this. My arms are hurting me, and I wouldn't say hungover, but like wounded. Yesterday was a madness. I can't lie. I had to crash out early. People, I got sent home in the Uber still. Oh man, it happens. It happens. It happens. It happens. It happens. It happens. Ray and Neff, you're not my friend anymore, man. You deserted me yesterday. Barely have recollection of much. But that's how you know it was a good night. The last time I got like that, I lost my phone actually, so I need to chill out. We're 7 minutes until kickoff. Edison, Walker, Diaz, Guavidal. Again, forgive me for mispronunciation. I need to learn that. But you got him. Who am I missing out now as well? You've got Mr. Stones in there. Got back three, then you got Mr. Stones. You got Rodri. I'm jealous, man. The only problem with Stones is he's one of them that not as much as Thomas Partey, and obviously City doesn't get highlighted, but I think it's silly to say, but I think Stones, the only thing you can say about John Stones for all his quality is he gets injured too many times. And I'm happy to see John Stones thriving because I remember I tweeted it and I made a video and I'm sure it's still titled like that. I said, the title was, I wish more English defenders played like John Stones. You could see it. If you weren't with us at Barnsley, don't support him at City. And it just shows when you can buy correctly, there's things to be done. I kind of want Arsenal to a degree, completely off topic, to bet in the Championship. You know, you look at Bowen, you look at there's a couple of players really, but yeah, we're going off topic. You've got Rodri there, we've got Rodri Stones, Mr. Bernardo. I mean, Grealish couldn't buy a start, and he's starting in a game like this. And this is, you know, Pep Guardiola has the best model, in my opinion. He shows why you need a squad. I think there's not really a thing of course, there's a thing of strongest 11s and guaranteed starters. Like Haaland, if fit, is always going to start. Kevin De Bruyne, if fit 9 times out of 10, is always going to start. When Gundogan was there, he's going to start. But it's more moving pieces, especially with the games that are played for club and country. If you're of a certain level as a footballer, with the competition, with how dramatic the games are more time. Like the games are very dramatic in this day and age. But you've got Silva, Grealish, Julian Alvarez. He's in there as well. Let's get him in there. Julian Alvarez. Baller, man. Baller. You might as well join us, man. You're not going to get the love at City you deserve. They got Haaland and that. And he just signed a new deal. You might as well join the South American revolution we've got at Arsenal. You're better than Jesus. I'm capping with that. In fact, I think you'd outscore Jesus if you played enough times through the middle. But come aside for the club. And you've got Mr. Foldini. What a player he is. But I'm not going to lie, yeah. I think it's time to stop treating Foden like a little boy. He's 23 now, and it's now time for him to really step up for club and country, if I'm honest. I know it's difficult, but yeah, you know, as Wenger said, once you hit these kind of ages, this is when you now find out who you are as a footballer. And I do think he is the future. He is a part of the present, but I think he's the future of City. I think one day you'll look, you know, in the same way we look at Kevin De Bruyne and Gundogan and all of them guys and company and people that have been key players for Manchester City. I think Phil Foden, obviously he's a key player to a point, but I think we will mention him in that, but probably just got to be patient at this moment. So yeah, to the left and right of me, you can see the lineups, people. That's that boring part of it done. I hope you're doing well and safe. I hope you're all blessed, as I already said. So yeah, man, hopefully it's a good game of football. Let me put this on my socials as well. Sorry, folks, I'm a bit behind, but we don't make excuses. Let's get that there. Kickoff is 4 minutes away. Join me now. And spare a thought for me, man. Like I did a little tactical video on the aftermath of the Arsenal versus Sheffield United game, and the file crashed. It's a big L, man. Like, oh man, so vexed. But what can you do, eh? You don't laugh, you'll cry. Manchester's this City. Sorry, folks. I'm just patterning up everything. I promise you'll have my full attention in just a second. There you have it. There we go. Over here. Predictable, been demonetized. We're 3 minutes away from kickoff, people. Don't worry. Again, talking points, etc. Get them in. Crashed it up. Boy, it's crazy. Is there lag on YouTube? I'm not quite sure if there's a lag. Is there a lag? It's a bit annoying if there is. Are we here still? Bit nervous, making me a bit nervous now, folks. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous. I'm a bit nervous. Are we still here? Am I talking to myself? I appreciate that. What's up, DG? So pleased with Eddie's hat trick yesterday. That third goal was a screamer. I don't think he'll score a better goal in an Arsenal shirt than that. And you're right, it was absolute sizzler of a goal, really. And it just shows what confidence can do for people. Like, I just think Eddie was feeling good and about himself, and he's obviously scored 2 goals. That the audacity to take that shot, especially respectfully, Eddie Nketiah, because when you think of him, he's a fox in the box. Like, I'm pretty sure that must be the first goal he scored that's actually been outside the area. And I don't care about that because the strikers need to score. You want them in the box, but it just shows the confidence, man, really. We need Eddie to kick on now. The only thing that Eddie's missing is the hardest thing to do in football, in my opinion. Well, the hardest thing to do in football, in my opinion, is to play simple football, but put the ball in the back of the net. That's the only thing he's lacking on a consistent basis. Now, obviously, you know, if you cut up his stats a bit, he's got 3 goals, so it probably looks decent, but he needs to be able to get. My challenge to Eddie would be, you're on 5, can you get 10? Can you get it 10 to 12? I would love to say 15, 20. That's the upper level of expectation, you know, but can you get double figures? Because you are playing second fiddle. We don't know how long Jesus is going to be out for and stuff like that. But yeah, I like Eddie a lot, man. I think you can't deny that the man's improved. You can't deny that he's got some of the, that out of all our team, I think his mentality is top 3 at Arsenal. He's very mature. He backs himself. He doesn't listen to the noise. And I think he's developing other layers to his game. Like, he's not Gabriel Jesus. He'll never be that. But I do think you're seeing added layers. Like when he first came in the first team, and to be honest, for a number of years, he just used to stand up front, essentially, really. Now, as you know, you can't just do that. And clearly, he's a very nice person and he's receptive to learning because, you know, Arteta's clearly got you in the team. So, yeah, big up Eddie. That being said, though, I would like another striker, though, because Eddie is 24, 25. It's now time to do your thing. That's a big reason why people don't rate Eddie. He just doesn't score goals like that. Well, he just did that. Big up yourself, Liquid Danger. What a name, man. But we do need him to kick on. In relation to Manchester United against City, again, predictions, people. No, are you like that scared? Like, nobody said prediction. I'm going 2-1 Man United. I hope to be wrong, of course. But you get the point. Happy Sunday, DG. We need the Reds to win. Appreciate that, man. But I don't think anyone's going to bet against Manchester City. It's not really, of course, it's not a back 3, man. It's just that on Google. Of course, not. Obviously, at times it will be a back 3 and build-up play. But as you said, people are going to drop. People are going to fill in differently. RIP Bobby Charlton once again as well, man. Like, it's poor news for the footballing community. And it's touching to see his teammates and people he played with, you know, a bunch of them all on the field. All played football way before my time. Big them up, man. Live the dream, ain't they? Really. So, yeah, man, 3-1 City, 3-0 City. Big up, DG. How's your Sunday been? It's been all right, man. Wounded a bit. Was looking forward to this game. Looking forward to being here with you. A bit peed off because I edited something, as I said, on Premiere Pro, and it's all gone now, so I have to start again. But, yeah, look at what I'm moaning about, innit? Like, again, RIP Bobby Charlton, but, you know, people have lost their lives. If I'm crying about these things, it's a privilege, essentially, man. But, yeah, man, you know, Sunday's the day I like to kind of, you know, don't see it because obviously we make a bag of content, but I like to think about the week that's just gone, what I want to achieve this week. I always look at my YouTube analytics, which is taking a hit right now. I'm struggling, but we keep it going. Manchester, so yeah, man, big up you and appreciate you asking me that. Manchester United will kick off this clash, people. Let me make sure my hand's on the timer. Let me grab some water because I'm thirsty. This talking is a talent and it does, you know, do a lot. Not prepared at all. About to finish this. So silly. But yeah, Scott McTominay will get this Manchester derby kicked off, people, when the ref is ready. At your discretion, ref. There we have it, people. The first Manchester derby of the season. There we have it. I don't think they've met each other since Manchester City, you know, beat them at Wembley en route to claiming the treble. Beating Manchester City at Wembley or at home, mate, for everyone. Shameless. Harry Maguire in possession, folks. To be fair, whether you love him or loathe him, you have to respect Harry Maguire, to be honest, you know, if I'm completely honest, because he's done a lot. He's obviously, no one's going to change their opinions on him, but he's been in a bit of form. Can't lie, Man United just had some nervy touches there. It was a nervy ball by Onana. They've got out of it. And it's interesting, this City lineup. Look, it's like look, early doors. Early doors, you can see the four most attacking City players pressing. Rodri's behind them, and Foden's kind of come right off the right channel to become central. To be fair, Man United have got out of that. McTominay, this is a good move, really and truly. This is a good move by Man United. Marcus Rashford, can he sort out his decision making? Marcus Rashford plays it square. Eriksen, they're gonna need him on his top game today. They're lot. I don't know what kind of cross that was. Lindelof can keep it alive though, and it's gone over. But that was positive for Man United. You got to remember, it's a 90-minute game, though. Big up the Glaswegians, man. Where's that comment? Shout out Glasgow, man. Shout out the Scottish ones. Making me feel about, you know, you're making me think about Tierney, and then I get a bit upset. But big up you lot. The El Clasico yesterday was mental. Bellingham's living every youth stream. Bellingham's fake, man. Like, you're an athlete, you're mature. You know, Twitter was saying he's not technically gifted. You know, even if people say he scores tap-ins, that's a talent. I know we've been blessed with Messi, Ronaldo, all these guys. They're not glamorous goals, but you've got to have an instinct to be in there. And Bellingham's just so incredible. Oh, Manchester City playing games. They lost the ball. Scott McTominay. Man United should score here. They have to. McTominay, I can't lie, his teammates got to slap him, being a hero. I know he's found a bit of a touch in terms of scoring, but Garvadal, I can't pronounce his name, dilly-dallying in possession. Bruno Fernandes has forced a mistake out of him. And then it's 4 against 4, really and truly. Scott McTominay had options to his left and right. Ultimately, he went for the goal and he shanked it, people. He's completely miskicked it. Had Ederson have let that in, there'd be serious question marks, people. But fortunately for Manchester United, that hasn't been the case, people. So, well, Manchester City, apologies. So, yeah, man, hopefully it's a good game, essentially. We need it to. For us neutrals, we need a good game, man. I just want drama. I want controversy. I want all of that, mate. But yeah, Manchester City get things going again. And it's here with John Stones. I feel like I ain't seen John Stones play for a hot minute. Bernardo Silva on this wide left-hand side. Hey, see what's going on here. Can't lie, I think the games, both teams are still trying to feel each other out, but I think it had started off in a decent fashion. If I'm completely honest with you. Let's hope it's a good game. As I said, I want drama, I want controversy, I want all of these things in a Manchester derby or any game that's not ours. Big up yourself, Top Blue. My FPL is actually in the bin. I've given up, man. The second week in a row, I've forgotten to change things. They snaked it. I keep forgetting when there's Friday kickoffs, there's that. Fewest goals scored from minute 1 to 15. Fewest. Arsenal, Man United, Crystal Palace, Luton, and Sheffield United all have 0. Most goals scored from minute 1 to 15. Manchester City are top with 4. Aston Villa, Burnley, Everton, Newcastle, and Nottingham Forest are all behind, all with 3. So on paper, Man United aren't fast starters per se. Bruno Fernandes and Grealish giving each other verbal. I bang him. Bang him. Man like Victoria Beckham, he's vexed. I bang him. Bang him. Grealish is one of those players you don't like. Obviously, technically you like him, but he's one of those players you don't like if they don't play for your team. Like you can just Sunday League, he's the guys you want to fight. He's giving mad verbal and he's got the ability as well. Kyle Walker in possession. Look at them now, Kyle Walker and Harry Maguire out of Sheffield United's academy. To be fair, Sheffield United could do with both of them right now. Rodri. Man United doing a good job so far of man marking City players and forcing them backwards, but it's fun and games doing it for 4 minutes. Can you do it for longer? Ederson into the channels. He finds Bernardo Silva. What can Bernardo do? He finds Jack Grealish. John Stones. So far, I think there's a method to Ten Hag's madness. Stones plays Diaz. Diaz has found Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker's put the burners on. Rashford tracking back. Oh, he's chopped inside and sent Rashford for a bagel. And he's tried to play a pass for Haaland. Now, we haven't seen Haaland so far, but we will soon. And Manchester United could counter-attack here. Rashford's by himself, essentially. What can he do? There's not too many options. Can he cut in on that right-hand side? Well, he's tried to play it for Lindelof, and he's made a mess of it. He has tried to make up for it. Is Lindelof offside? That was silly from Lindelof. And that was poor from Rashford, very poor. I hope, well, for United fans' sake, I hope that they take their chances. That's the second time they've actually broke through, and the decision making in the final third hasn't quite been there. Don't get twisted; that weren't a goal scoring opportunity, and Rashford would have had to have done a lot there. But still, against a team like City, you have to take your chances. They're a team you have to go for the kill when you're presented with that opportunity, as you lot all know. Or if not, you're in trouble, absolute trouble. We'll see what's going on. Edison to take this free kick, as you all know, Lindelof was offside. Edison, has he found anyone? Found Harry Maguire. Today I'm a United supporter. No, forget that, man. I'm just supporting football today. May the best. Oh, this is gonna drop. May the best team win. Whoever wins, wins. Evans, Maguire, Onana. We knew today was probably going to be a chess match. As a neutral, I do want it to be a tiny bit more exciting and insightful, and you want it to kick into life a bit better. But it is what it is. Onana using his left foot. Fine, it's fine. Scott McTominay. Apologies, definitely not McTominay. That's Hoyland. Apologies, folks. Got to get Ericsson involved, man. He's the player that will thread things through and unpick the locks and whatnot. I'm not gonna lie, I think United, they're in the game, innit? They look like they're up for it. Johnny Evans. Oh, Nano. Ooh. Okay, I didn't see that pass, but he's just about found the teammate. Lindelof gives it back to Onana. Onana kicks it down into the channels. And it's here with Amrabat. I thought Amrabat could have been told he had time there, brought it down and probably done something. And now it's back here with Manchester City. Kyle Walker, Phil Foden, Julian Alvarez, Jack Grealish, Haaland making the run. This is the thing. Jack Grealish passing like he hates people, man. I mean, it gets to Bernardo Silva, but like you've sent him out wide. He's up against his fellow countryman, Delot. He's done well to hold him up. I mean, to be honest, it looks like there's a lot of space on the counter for both teams. Rodri, what can he do? Plays it to this left-hand side where again it's with Bernardo. Bernardo shaping like he's going to cross, doesn't cross, and plays a patient game. City very patient. Rodri, can he find Kyle Walker? Kyle Walker's done it. Big save by no. Hoyland! It's pandemonium. It's not gone in. Big credit to Maguire and Onana, really and truly. There. It weren't the best of passes by Rodri. He's played it in behind Man United's defense. Credit to Kyle Walker for heading it back across. Foden's headed it first time. Acrobatics from Onana. Haaland can't quite clean up. And to be brutally honest, you have to give credit to Harry Maguire because he's mopped up. He's dealt with the business. He's got rid of what you need to get rid of. Early doors, folks. Would you say that was a big chance, quote unquote, corner kick? It's evaded everyone. 2 players down for Man United. The ref has said there's been fouls. To be fair, you have to big up Harry Maguire for that. Looking at the save in slow motion, I don't think you can really. I mean, Onana's he's not had time to think really. He's got a touch onto it, but that second save is incredible. Just to take it away from Haaland. Obviously, they have to shout out Harry Maguire for being there to mop up. First time I've ever wanted United to win a game. I don't want anyone to win. May the best team win. I just want controversy, and it's banter, innit? I'd rather United lose because I can banter my friends that support Man United. But for the greater good of football, or teams that are aspiring to win the Premier League, you probably have to hope that Manchester City drop points. Good afternoon to you two, Els. So, yeah. It's only been 8 minutes. But as I always say, when you play City, obviously football's a 90-minute game. It's like it's 9-10-minute mini games, if that makes sense. Jack Grealish on this left-hand side plays Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva can't quite pick out a man in United, clear it. And it'll be a throw into City. Feels like as the game's going on now, Man City are starting to get into the groove of things. But this is what's going to happen against Manchester City for any team. You're going to have a few hairy moments. You're going to be without possession. But again, it comes down to who takes their chances. Rodri, what a player, man. Wish we had you at Arsenal. Don't know why he's taking so long to pass it. He does eventually find Kyle Walker. He signaled, I want to go down the channel. In fact, he's cut inside and played it back to Ruben Diaz. What a player Diaz is. I think he's the best centre-half in the Premier League, really. In fact, who would I say is the best centre-halves? In no particular order. Diaz is up there. Regardless, Van Dijk is up there. I'm saying Gabriel. I'm saying Saliba and Gabriel as well. To be fair, half the City centre backs are there. Lindelof is truly lost. Can't blame him, man. You know, you're not playing in your organic position against City. This Gavdal guy has lost the ball a few times, and Manchester United could counter-attack. Scott McTominay can't find the ball. It weren't the best of passes from Højlund. Christian Eriksen. Such a player. I thought he was fouled there. Ref don't agree. Man United still have possession. Once again, you've got to take your chances. Johnny Evans in possession. To be fair, haven't said too much on Evans' name, which could be a good thing, actually, that we've not mentioned his name. Evans. But he's showing he can be a baller, but he's got, look, about 10 years on the ball there. Onana pings the ball into the left-hand channel. Tries to find Lindelof. Can't quite get there. The intention was there. The invention was there. That added bit of quality probably deserted him at a crucial moment. If you haven't hit the like button and subscribed, you know damn well what to do, folks. Man United against City. It's always a truly good game. Hopefully. And spare a thought, people, for Luis Diaz, man. I'm sure some of you have seen the news. Unfortunately, his mum's been kidnapped and his dad was kidnapped. His mum's been found. His dad hasn't. It's really rubbish news, man. Really rubbish news. And I don't know if Liverpool surely are playing today. I don't know if Diaz is there. I don't think anyone could begrudge him for not being there mentally, in the right mental state to play football. But yeah, and on that, actually, that's giving me content. That's giving me a content idea. What was we gonna do? Pep Guardiola has 7 managerial wins versus United. Only Arsene Wenger has more with 12. You'd imagine sooner rather than later, Pep will eclipse that. And to be fair, considering the amount of times he's been in the Prem, it probably does correlate, but I would have thought he beat them more. Giving straight back to Manchester City. As I said, as the game's now going on, it seems like City are not quite smelling blood, but they're starting to get a feel of things. Phil Foden, lovely football boots, isn't it? The boots that he's wearing and Saliba wears, the blue ones, there's some good Nike boots coming up. They cost an arm and a leg. Jack Grealish down this left-hand side, up against the lot. What can he do? Skips inside. You know he's not going to shoot. Well, he's found the Manchester United man, and Højlund can counter-attack here. Oh, it's a powerful run. Rashford needs to cooperate, and Højlund needs to get his head up. That he's taking too long. He's taking too long. Man United still have possession, but that could have been a sweeping move. It needs to have been done 20 years ago. Bernardo Silva tries to, tell one of his teammates, Bruno Fernandes, is making a pass, and they didn't listen because he made that pass. It's here with Scott McTominay. Phil Foden. Right, surely that's obstruction. Whoa. How's Foden got away with that? That's playground football there, but Manchester City have given it away. I mean, Man United have shown they can break on a couple of occasions, but once again, they have to take the chances. I wouldn't say there's been clear-cut chances, but whenever they're in a threatening area, so far, the decision-making is letting them down. Kidnap. What was I going to do? Salary cap. Football. Always thinking of different content ideas for you lot, people. I think someone said it in one of the comments yesterday in one of my vids, like we should start doing like them tier lists and ranking videos. And I thought, you know what, we don't typically do that, so why not? That is something we could look at. Johnny Evans, 13 minutes played, folks. Onana, not been any exciting moments per se, apart from that forward opportunity, I guess. Oh, hands all over Højlund there. Surely Diaz has to have conceded a foul. Hands all over him, and rightly so. Man United have been given a free kick. Bro. Sorry, folks. I'm actually getting the phone fixed and I'm in dialogue with the guy. Anyways, Christian Eriksen is taking it short. Gets it back off Maguire. Højlund. These are the things. Højlund's got to be better there. You see, you have to allow him because it's his first season, but I like Højlund. But as I said at the start, I think he's got big potential. I think he could really be a player in the Prem. But he's a rough diamond. Like someone needs to be very hands-on with his development. Speed of thought, decision-making must improve. But I think he's got that. Doing that with other creators would be called the tier list. It is something we could do, but a lot of these creators are bougie, my guy. So it could be quite difficult. But it is a shout. Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire. I can't lie. I think he's got one of the waviest chants. And what's the one about his head is massive in that. Foden has played in Haaland. Oh, Nana's off his line earlier. A little less on that from Phil Foldinho. Haaland's in. Must be a scary sight seeing Haaland, running at your goal and trying to score against your team. I don't know about that because, Saliba's locked him up a lot of times. But yeah, it is what it is. But it's something we could try to do. But I need some tier list ideas from you. Look, we could do rating every Arteta signing. That's a good one. It's a good one, isn't it? Again, any ideas, people, feel free, man. Phil Foden down this right-hand side. What a player, man. Come to Arsenal, man. It's too easy at City. You need to prove you're a baller with El Nene and that. Foden, Rodri, John Stones. Does he fancy the shot? Doesn't go for the shot. Finds Grealish, using acres of space. Grealish, Bernardo Silva. Where's the targets? It's been delivered. It's evaded every blue shirt. It's fallen to Rodri, and that's why Rodri isn't known for goal scoring per se, as he's thundered it over and probably hit someone in the higher tiers of Old Trafford. £20 an hour, Rodri. I could teach you. In fact, I say that you're a footballer. we need about £1,000 an hour, really. You see my intro, innit, people? Gotta be shameless. But nonetheless, it's still 0-0 as we rapidly approach the 20-minute mark. If you haven't smashed the like button, you know what to do. There's been 3 shots in this game, 2 for City, 1 for United. United have had 1 shot on target. Man City have only had 1 as well. So yeah, possession slightly in favour of City. Not too much to say other than that. It's quite a close game. Very close little game we've got here, ain't we? Oh, Nano. I mean, to be fair, he hasn't got much options. He's fallen to Haaland, though. And surely Amrabat fouled Haaland. He did. And that'll be a free kick for Manchester City. Boy. Be interesting to see what this game looks like when the inevitable first goal goes in and what the reaction will be from either side that concedes such. I think this game might explode into life if there's another goal, man. But who knows? And as usual, everyone, pick up yourselves. Appreciate the fact that you're sharing your Sunday with the guy. It's been taken anyways, people. Gavdal. I can't pronounce his name, but I try. Jack Grealish on this left-hand side. Plays it inside to Bernardo Silva. Gives it back to Grealish. Grealish gives it back to Bernardo Silva. To be fair, from a United perspective, you've got to follow runners. Harry Maguire heads it clear. Scott McTominay. But again, it's fallen to a City shirt. In the last couple of moments, United have got to do a better job of retaining possession, folks. Kyle Walker. Bit of a chess match at the moment. Diaz. Walker. Rodri. Rodri's cold, man. Look at the little feints. Cold footballer, Rodri. That's why he's the best 6 in the world. He ain't Declan Rice, though. Bernardo Silva. Patient build-up play by City. Everyone's getting a touch. Edison's probably the player you heard me not mention the most, which I always say you'd rather your keeper be your lowest rated player because you don't want him ever to have to do anything. Boy. Apparently, Inter Ultras are giving out whistles and information sheets to fans attending today's game versus Roma. Italian media report that 30,000 whistles will be distributed. The plan is whenever Lukaku touches the ball to whistle and give him hell on the pitch. Hopefully it stays like that and doesn't border into something else. Right. Corner kick to Manchester City, folks. Is it? Or maybe the rest disagreeing. Okay, I don't know why it zoomed in on Jack Grealish's face. I thought there might be something in that. DG stands corrected, folks. Lukaku's in for hell, and we all know it's gonna go past a certain point and go into something else. Corner kick to Manchester City. When and how the first goal will be scored, I don't know. Julian Alvarez to take it. No, the boots that some of these City players are wearing are wavy, man. Absolutely wavy. Always taken short, really. Played across the floor. Jack Grealish. Surely Stones is offside. Grealish, has he gone for goal? Anana spilt it. To be fair to you, Anana had to get a touch. I don't think that was going on target, but Anana probably saw it late and he sees a different view to us. I don't think that was hitting the target, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Can't say you see Jack Grealish go for goal too many times. In fact, Nah, still, yeah. I don't think it was hitting the target. Do you have a preference for which platform viewers tune into from YouTube or Twitch? I'm not fussed, man. You know, I'm not fussed. I love you lot equally. Whichever is more comfortable for you lot. Make sure you're following, subscribing, all that good stuff on the both of them. Bernardo Silva, all people, wins a header. It doesn't amount to anything though. Grealish, Walker, Alvarez delivers, doesn't get anywhere with that. City are starting to dominate proceedings. Boy, when they could have been in there. Unfortunately, they weren't. I think United kind of have to get back to how they kicked off the game, really, man. I think they need to be a bit more exciting and believe in themselves slightly. I'm a Twitch guy, man. Way better for multitasking. Why do you say that? Like, why? Because what's you lot's preference? I'd prefer YouTube just because it's a bit more of the norm. I think, only recently, I'd say in the last year or so, literally when I started Twitch, I'd say Twitch was becoming known for like football content and things. Normally when you think Twitch, you think gaming. Christian Eriksen. Oh, Rashford second best. To be fair, I did think it was a nonchalant flick. Man United players need to talk. Lindelof and Amrabat going for the same ball, and surely Phil Foden's fouled there, and it is a free kick. Pardon me. I mean, I don't know why Amrabat's complaining there. I know it's Phil Foden. He's like the boy who cried wolf. I mean, Foden is exaggerating a bit, but you went through the back of him. Still 0-0, folks. Whoever wins is anyone's guess. But 21 and a half minutes essentially into this game is still 0-0. It's still a stalemate in this Mancunian derby. Can that change? It's delivered. It's a decent delivery. To be fair, good marking by Delort, but the opportunity hasn't died yet. Just as I said, that Harry Maguire boots it clear. Kyle Walker heads it back in. Oh, let's hope everyone's all right. I don't know what Diaz is complaining about there, to be brutally honest. Bruno Fernandes, Lindelof. Hey, mate, you're going to get yourself in trouble. Fair enough. Big up Lindelof, believing in himself. United need to play football, man. Yo, Man United need to play football. As soon as they win it back now, they're giving it away. Need to hold on to the ball and string 10 passes. Højlund. Good hold-up play by the striker. Better decision-making from him. Lindelof. See, silliness. I can't lie, this Gavdal guy is moving mad, and so is Delort. It looks like there's, I wouldn't say nerves, but a bit of nerves creeping in. The amount of long balls forward by Man United is ridiculous. You can't do that against City. They've got strong 1v1 players. They've got Rodri Defense League. Wait, what's going on here? The game stopped. Wait, VAR? Whoa, the game could liven up. What's going on? The referee's gone like that. I can't lie, I don't know what's going on. Harry Maguire trying his best to say something. I'm unclear as to what's happened there. What's happened? What, big Old Trafford, and that's the VAR thing? Just there next to the fans. Penny shot. Oh, Højlund. You've seen them giving, Oh. Do you know what? Højlund might be in trouble. He's wrapped his arm all around Rodri. Rodri's making a meal of it, but I think he might be in trouble there, You've seen them giving, you've seen them not giving. I always say I want drama and controversy. We might have what we're looking for, folks. We might have what we're looking for. Appreciate you, Zed, for following as well. I mean, the more the ref looks at it, the brazier it becomes. To be fair, I think there's a shout there. It's done that. Whoa, it's given. I mean, Højlund, like, you can't do that in today's day and age, innit? He'll learn from that. Oh, pick up the Sky Sports cameras, but they zoomed in on Højlund's face and you just saw that spit. Oh, now you watch a TV and you think, woof. Do you know what? It's one of them. If it happens against your team, you're gonna feel hard done by. If it happens against your team like United right now, you're gonna feel hard done by. If the shoe was on the other foot, undoubtedly you're gonna want that. To be fair, good call. Harry Maguire doing his bit to do the dark arts. Haaland grabbing it. Oh, my FPL needs this. I'm feeling he might miss, Didn't know Nana save a penalty in his last game. Could that be a good omen? We just spoke about the deadlock needed to be broken. There's something interfering with me being able to watch the stream. Why? That's annoying. What? Like what? But yeah, the penalty's been given. Twitch gives you the picture-in-picture and allows you to use other apps. I hear that. I hear that. Oh, I guess you're watching on your mobile. I always assume because I'm more of a laptop sort of person for watching stuff. But that's a shout. Don't YouTube Premium let you do that? I think it's a bit cheeky how YouTube like don't allow us content creators if you hit a certain point to have that. Oh, Nana looks like he's getting some water. I mean, United doing all they can to kind of create some nerves and tension, as you'd expect. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. Haaland sends the keeper the wrong way. It is 1-0 Manchester City. And that must be an extra special feeling for Haaland as well, people. One striker's made a mistake, another one has made it happen. It probably is a bit special for Haaland because obviously I'm sure Leeds fans are celebrating that goal somewhere. Leeds born, man. Or England should have done all they could to convince my man to play for England, man. But yeah, well, I would say it would be interesting to see how Manchester United react, really, because it's not like, obviously, it's a byproduct of open play, but City haven't scored from open play in this game like that. And you probably expect to concede against City. Obviously, keeping a clean sheet at home to Manchester City is not for everyone, but I'm sure United can do it in their own special way. But yeah, people, Manchester City have drawn first blood. It is 1-0 to the visitors today, courtesy of a Haaland penalty. Will that be the only thing in this game? Who knows, people? Don't think that was a pen. Soft at best. Dude feels any kind of contact and flop. But that's what you should do, is street smartness. Obviously, you know, Rodri's going to make a meal of it. But I would say he is pulling him. He is pulling him. Soft penalty doesn't mean it's not a pen. I do think it is a soft one, but there's contact. If you just don't do it, in it. I think the frustrating thing would be you've seen them given plenty of times, but you've also seen them not given. Soft pen, for argument's sake, don't mean it's not. And like, he knows what he's doing, man. That's a free kick if you do that outside the area. But I do agree. I think it's a soft pen. I think it's a harsh pen. They really rewound time for that pen. Boy, bit of poetic justice. A referee decision not going in Man United's favour at Old Trafford. As an Arsenal fan, boy, I had to. Therefore, pull back. I don't understand. He got his back to him. Soft at best. Don't think that was a pen. Street smartness, man. You don't do that. You don't trouble him. There's no pen and it's still 0-0. Now Man United need to react. And I think that spell came just when, you know, I think when the game first kicked off, first opening exchanges, I think it was quite even. As time's gone on, I think Man United have kind of, when they've got the ball, they've given it away cheaply. They need to keep possession. Easier said than done. And here they are now. Harry Maguire finds the lot. Have to keep the ball. Onana. Have to string about 10 passes. Oh, Onana doing his dribbling thing. Oh, Onana's played himself into problems. He sold Amrabat short, and Manchester City have just intercepted that. Carl Walker skips past Amrabat. He's assessing his options. He finds Phil Foden. Phil Foden, wonderful player. Finds Rodri. Rodri finds his centre halves. I mean, if you want to watch City on the ball, that's one thing. But for me, look at the players off the ball. Look at everything they're doing. You all know Pep Guardiola's a madman, but yeah, definitely not a pen. But Pep sides know the dark arts. The dark arts. There you have it. And that's what I would like Arsenal players to do. Be a bit more street smart. Like taking candy from a baby, really. If you just don't do that, the ref don't have a decision to make. Rodri, he won the penalty. And as an Arsenal fan, I sympathise with Man United fans because Rodri typically is the villain in games like this. City ain't the same without Kevin De Bruyne. Or to be fair, with a player of that standing and that ilk, who is going to be the same without him? Højlund loses out. Amrabat wins it. Referee gives a free kick. In fact, he's played advantage. I mean, Man United probably should have played for the free kick, but it hasn't come to anything. Edison, haven't said his name too many times. I got a 5-leg multi on from today's games. Just need a City win to collect. So a win-win situation for me, I guess. Gamble responsibly, of course. Amen. Let's see what Højlund has done. To be fair, he has grabbed him. He has grabbed him. He has grabbed him. I can't lie to people. He's wrapped him and gone like that. It's soft, but prevention is better than cure, they say in life, innit? Could have prevented that, should have prevented that. Didn't prevent it. Still 1-0 to Man City. Onana's been booked. I'm unclear why he's been booked, but he's been booked. I must admit, I did think under Ten Hag, United will play a lot more fluid football. It just seems like counter-attack without a purpose, essentially. Of course, there's injuries and there's other reasons to account for, but yeah. Majority of the games been played in Man United's half. 49% in the action areas on Sky Sports. 43% is in the middle third and just 8% in Edison's goal. Phil Foden. Oh, Phil Foden's pass has put Højlund in. Højlund needs the bag. Oh, he's falling over. I feel he's unlucky. I think he should have played for the free kick. As I said, and he's kept it alive. It's gone over by the lot. United are not out of this game. I like Højlund. As I said at the start, I like him. There's something. I think if I was a United fan, I'd be excited about him. I think he's very raw. Give him a year or so. I think there's a player there. To be fair, I thought he was tripped outside the area. He stayed on his feet. He's done quite well, to be honest. He's done very well. He's aggressive. He's fast. I think there's something here in the striker, man. He's tried to go round the keeper. He stayed on his feet. Good little player, man. Probably just shouldn't be marking anyone in the box. Anyways, Manchester City advance. Ooh. Not quite sure what Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes were doing there, but Bernardo Silva says thank you. In fact, Johnny Evans intercepts. It's falling to Grealish. That's the thing. United not winning the first and second balls enough and not taking enough care in possession when they've actually lost it. John Stones finds Kyle Walker. What a player. I still think he's the best right back in the world, really, essentially. Who is there? I think can fit Trent. He's a shout. I think Reece James, not the best, but as a shout. I think Kyle Walker, you know, when you look at some of the players he's played against, Vinicius, I'm sure you've played against Mbappe. You've kind of locked them down. Grealish, that's a lovely pass into Phil Foden. Foden's not had enough care. If he goes down, that's a pen. Probably. Nah, because it started outside the area, but maybe he was a bit too honest, really. I mean, that contact was about the same as for the pen. And that's the difference between being street smart and not. You see, you know, Rodri's making a meal of it. He's made a meal of it. He's got his team a pen. Maybe Højlund was a bit too honest there. Again, R.I.P. Bobby Robson. Quite sad stuff, really. And obviously, Bill Kemrat as well. Edison. Haven't said his name too many times. John Stones. Half an hour into this game, people. It is 1-0 to Manchester City if you're just tuning in at the moment. But it's kind of been a dead rubber, really. There's not been too much. Everton won a goal to nil against West Ham earlier today. Aston Villa won 3-1 against Luton. Brighton and Fulham drew 1-1. And Liverpool won 3-0 against Nottingham Forest. Let me actually see the Diaz. Surely Luis Diaz. I got a newfound respect for him if he played today. But surely. Yeah, he can't be in the squad today, man. Rightly so. Have to fight dark arts with dark arts. Like you said it, you can't beat them, join them. City down this left-hand side. Oh, Gov, can't lie, he's the one that's kind of looked off the pace out of the City team. He's very raw. There's a lot to like about him, but there's also a lot he probably needs to polish up at. And that cross was terrible. Grealish getting mad at him. Manchester City currently in the driving seat, but things can change. Things can change very, very quickly. Here's the phone. Boy. Kyle Walker. Quality player, man. $124 from a $2 bet if City win or cash out now for 68. Sometimes you have to quit while you're ahead. It's still profit, you know. If you from $2 to 63, that's lit. What 124 sounds good. Might as well hold it, but I have a feeling United might get something today. I could be wrong though. City just playing the angles and stretching the back lines as they do, man. As they do. I think you're bang on the money there. Speaking of City, Ruben Diaz under no pressure, got a lot of time. But that's the thing about City. Do you press And obviously you're gonna be destroyed. You know, again, I think one of the best quotes I've ever seen from Pep is, "We pass the ball to disrupt the opposition shape," and that's what they do. Looks like Højlund and McTominay seem to be the most aggressive in terms of closing down City players currently. Amrabat most combative. Kyle Walker asks for it on the other side. Instead, Grealish has found Bernardo Silva, who's just still been able to keep it. Eriksen ghosting out there. To be fair, it's difficult for a minute. The minute you get the ball, there's a swarm of City players on you. And Manchester United, from what I've seen, they're not trying to play football. It's just they're going long. Might be a couple of passes, but they're going long. And bro, Eriksen's not that kind of guy. Speaking of City, Julian Alvarez delivers. Oh, I don't think that touched the hand of Harry Maguire, but first time I thought maybe Harry Maguire and the lot kind of made a meal of that, but they cleared it, which is the most important thing. I don't know. Let's see that again. Surely that didn't hit a hand, did it? Nah, fortunately it's hit the lot in his chest for Harry Maguire's sake. It's like he was setting up his teammate there. But again, communication. $61 all day. See, you might just have to. You might just have to. Quit while you're ahead. Julian Alvarez delivers. I would say if I was you, I'd cash out before. Like, if City don't get a second in 10 minutes, which would be the end of this half, I'd cash out. Jack Grealish. Julian Alvarez. Diaz. I do think City are a bit boring sometimes, but it's so perfect. It's boring. So, yeah, man. Let me know you lot's thoughts on the game so far. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and all of that. Jack Grealish, surely a foul. Johnny Evans, that was silly. He didn't have to do that. Jack Grealish is a master at buying fouls. Boy. Pep on Ten Hag, 9 games, just 9. United is able to win 4, 5, 6 games in a row. When they do that, they'll be on top. They'll be there. Take time, leave the manager to do their job. Man United still, when something happens, is on highlights all day. Fair enough. Fair enough. Free kick in a dangerous area. Michael Oliver, who didn't do his job properly against City versus Arsenal, all of a sudden gets involved helping City. Funny that Judges is not a happy man on the timeline, is he? Still waiting for this free kick to be taken. Now hold, like I said, as a gooner, if City don't win, I'm happy for that. But now you just making me think. As I said, man, if that second don't come in before the end of the half, you might as well bust out. Oh, Julian Alvarez went for goal. You'd expect Onana to save that, and he did that. Maguire nearly costed his team again tears. Just shows nerves. When I see things like that, that's nerves, because he's not looking, the lot's not looking, and there's been a couple of those moments. Sorry, folks. Shouldn't be you not the place, but I am. Another corner to Julian Alvarez. Slightly wounded today, people, but the show must continue. Ball into the box. Harry Maguire heads clear. Amrabat with the second, but again, it's only falling to Phil Foden. Crazy. It's all City at the moment, folks. It's all Manchester City at the moment. Boy, it's 5-3 to Arsenal's under 21s. Crazy. Hold for the 1-2-4. United is dead. See, some people are saying take it. Some people are saying hold. It all depends. Do what makes you happy, man. But do remember, come a long way from the $2 you initially spent. Ball's knocked into the channels for Julian Alvarez. Has to contend with Amrabat. Does quite well to evade Amrabat. Julian Alvarez skips out Bernardo Silva, finds Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish, what can he do? Attacking the area with aggression. Jack Grealish has gone for the shot. It's cannoned. It will be a corner. Another corner. City onslaught currently, folks. Boy. 6 corners. I was going to say 7, but that's 6. And it feels like they've all happened in quick succession. Sorry, people. I need to see the status of this phone that I'm fixing. We're still watching this. Again, multitasking, corner kick. Yo. Yeah, we're on. All right, cool. Saying, yeah. Put you on loudspeaker. All right, I'm going to trust you. I'm actually going to. People, he's asked me to put him on loudspeaker. Go on. Hey, this guy's a waste man. Guy's a waste man. I big up my guy. One of my good friends who happens to own a phone store. You know, these are the friends I have. Look how mature he is. What a guy. Anyways, free kick. And to be fair, I think Bruno Fernandes owes Jack Grealish that. He knows what he's doing. You know, when you jump and barge someone, they were giving each other verbal before the game. Hey, Jack Grealish's reactions are funny. Bro, Dot Blue, don't laugh with him, bro. The guy's an idiot, man. Shout out them. Idiot. Absolute idiot. Hey. You see, that's why I don't actually do call-in shows as well, because I'd love to interact with you lot a lot more, but you know, there'll be like 10 people, and the 10 people will be so good, so superb, normal. But that 11th, you can imagine what would happen. Rodri, twisting and turning, bobbing and weaving. Oh, this guy's such a player, man. Rodri's found Phil Foden. I think Foden's actually turned up today for once. Justifying his start. I think Foden, I wouldn't say live wire, that's probably capping a bit, but for one or better phrase, it's been a relative live wire. Phil Foden, Kyle Walker gives it back to Foden. Rashford's been a passenger. Nice to see he's still playing. Bernardo Silva here, folks. Jack Grealish on this left-hand side. What can he make happen? Cuts inside again. It's far too easy. Phil Foden, Jack Grealish. Amrabat says no. And then he wins a free kick after Foden's fouled him. Oh, Foden, shut up. See, Foden, you're scared. Foden, you didn't back your mum. You're not on it. Shout out to Grealish, though. He's on it. And Harry's saying, stop. We know him. I don't know why Foden was that aggrieved anyways. Like, ref, you're overdoing it. Ref calling Phil Foden over. There's no need to do that. Probably going to book him for, the outburst. Oh, yellow card for both of them. I think Amrabat's been harshly done by there. I mean, referee, it's a derby, man. Emotions are going to spill. I don't think say Foden deserves a yellow more than Amrabat, but you could have easily given them both a talking to and allowed it. To be fair, he has dived. But to be fair, I don't know what Amrabat's getting angry about either. Emotions are running high. Anyways, Phil Foden's picked up a yellow card. And so has Amrabat, people. 2 yellow cards for 2 midfielders. Hold Bertman, City will win. You never know in this life, man. You never know. Sometimes you need to quit where you're ahead. Half-time is rapidly approaching, folks. Passes in the final third since the 31st minute. Manchester City have made 45. Manchester City have made 45. Manchester United have made none. It's crazy in that regards. Absolutely crazy. Is Ten Hag serving the ban or something like? Why does he keep walking like? Why is he sitting there and not like near the touchline and that? Why is he sitting like in them spectator spots? Don't know what Bruno Fernandes is aggrieved about, but rather than just let City take the corner, he's talking to the ref. Another Manchester City corner. What's that? 7, 8 now. It's delivered. It's not the best. Oh, it's taken off the head of Rodri. Is that a City throw-in? It is. I can only see United scoring 1 in this game, and if they do, City will score again. They're gonna have to get their act together sooner rather than later, man. Boy. Rodri switches play. Fair enough. Man United not got the foul, but the thing is Bruno keeps moaning. Phil Foden down this right-hand side. What can he make happen? Punches it into Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker tries to square it for Haaland. It'll be a corner. To be fair, very good defending. As I said, City, it took them a while, but now they've started to get into the groove. I think Man United are at their mercy, per se. I think United are doing way too much defending. There's not much to them in possession. Just giving it away cheaply. Yeah. Another corner kick. It's delivered. Surely Rashford can head that away. Rashford's head is not the best. Harry Maguire heads it away anywhere will do. Jack Grealish up against Amrabat. Then Amrabat for a bagel, if I'm honest. Amrabat still spinning. Skips past Rashford. Switches play. Finds Julian Alvarez. Baggy touch from Alvarez. Oh, he's tried to find Haaland. Man United live to fight another day. Marcus Rashford. United could counter-attack here. It's 2 against 2. Bruno Fernandes, to be fair, doesn't have many options. And the pass has found Rashford, but he's forced him out wide. To be fair, I said found Rashford. Great defending by Guardiola. He's won the ball. I don't know, Goldbridge to be there in League Cups. Højlund, he gave away the penalty to allow Haaland to back Johnny Evans. To be fair, Johnny Evans hasn't put a foot wrong today. Harry Maguire. Marcus Rashford. That's a ball, you know. That's a ball into McTominay. What can they make happen? Big save by Ederson. Sorry, I keep saying McTominay. No, it was McTominay. You lot on this screen look the same. Good effort by McTominay. Good pass from Rashford. Appeals for offside. Obviously, if the goal went into the back of the net, we'd have a different story, or maybe that would be a conversation. Corner kick for Man United. See what happens when you try to play football? Christian Eriksen, that was horrible from someone like you. But you see, the minute Man United try and play football, you're causing more issues versus just carelessly giving possession away, going long. Man City don't mind that. Obviously, it's difficult playing City because you can't outfight them, you can't out-football them, but still, good effort by McTominay, good run by McTominay, good pass from Rashford, and one of the only positives I guess Man United fans would have seen in this half, if I'm completely honest. Haaland's penalty was the first Manchester City have ever been awarded at Old Trafford in the Premier League in a 27th such game, says the stats. Right, Tchouameni's out for 6 to 8 weeks. He can't stop getting injured, can he? Boy. Peak. United could be in here again. No, they can't. Apparently, Onana has more yellow cards than clean sheets in the Premier League this season. Marcus Rashford, he's staying on this right-hand side. He's put a decent knock in. Corner kick for Man United. Man United looking to fight in the dying embers of the first half. Boy. Long day. Big save. Bruno Fernandes delivers. Harry Maguire gets his head on it and it's gone wide. What have you said here? Watching Man U needs to have some painkillers, if not water. Harsh. And now Eric Ten Hag's on the touchline. Seems a bit aggrieved with something. Can't imagine what he's angry about. United haven't created much, but when they have, you know, take your chances. Ederson wasting a lot of time, just killing any sting out of this first half that there was. And he's knocked it into the channels. Harry Maguire's done well against Haaland there. I did think he fouled Haaland. Julian Alvarez and Phil Foden. Don't know who wants to take responsibility. Ooh. Foden would have been awarded a free kick, but he's done well to keep possession. Jack Grealish. Grove down. Rodri. First time into Jonathan Stones. John Stones. Probably the right pass to the wrong man. Grealish to Bernardo Silva. Can it go from bad to worse for Man United? Oh, you've got to take your hat off. That's a big save by Onana. And that might just keep Man United in with a shout. That's a big save from Onana. Bernardo Silva's delivered it from the left. Haaland at full stretch. He's headed it. Maybe he's given the keeper something to, you know, work with because it is into the keeper's path. But nonetheless, it's a big save. And to be fair with you, if you're watching this on TV, I don't think the slow down replay does it any justice. Big save. And another corner to Manchester City. Pardon me, if you're just tuning in and it's the end of the first half, if you're just tuning in, the difference has been a Haaland goal via the penalty spot. Pardon me. That VAR call was awful. Way too much play had happened to pull it back. I hear that, but to be fair, if they believe that's the right decision, then I don't think there should be a timer on it, people. So yeah, man, let me know your thoughts on the half. Let me go and get some water, folks, with it being halftime. I'm still thirsty and a bit parched. Let me leave you with some entertainment. You know, I know a certain fullback who knows how to score a screener.
Against this right back, Charlie.
I'm back. If you missed me, folks, big up, you know. Let me sit back down. But yeah, not the most of exciting games. I don't think Man United are out of it. But as the game went on, Man City began to take a foothold. But I think United could take solace in the fact that, you know, controversial, VAR decision is why they're not currently in the driving seat or anywhere. That was a save, man. Big save. Big save, man. Big save. Have to big them up. 25 of the best people, man. Louise, we might need you, man. Help us get more, man. If I had you sitting next to me, we might have more dons here, man. 25 of the best people. And I'm very appreciative of the 25 people on YouTube who have tuned in, man. Slip. But yeah, it's half time, folks. Let's see the statistics, anyways. What would we do to see that? Type in City. Oh, fair enough. You type in City on Google and it comes up with Man City. There's been 11 shots for combined in this game, people. Manchester United have had 4 shots, 2 on target. Manchester City have had 7 shots, 4 on target. 61 to 39% in terms of possession in City's favour. Manchester United have played 178 passes. Manchester City have played 267 passes. There's been 2 Manchester United corners. There's been 9 for City. So yeah, people, it is what it is. And it would have been a good opportunity for Man United if they were to win here or get a point. Well, no, they have to win actually, because then they could move above Brighton, who are 7th place. It's following Brighton's draw. But Man City, I don't even know if this were they on 24 points prior. I'm not too sure if this is the league table, what it would look like now, what it currently looks like. Google's quite confusing in that. Streams are class with people like yourself, man. Game came alive a bit at the end, yeah. To be honest with you, and I would say if there was something to be disappointed with, if I was a Man United fan, I would say personally, I think there needs to be a bit more ball playing. I think they're just giving the ball away a bit too easily. I think there's not enough care on the ball. I think there's a lack of bravery to a slight degree, regardless of the golfing class in that regards from Manchester City. And the little chances, I wouldn't say Man United have had any clear-cut chances, but the 1-2 chances they have had, they've not finished their dinner. They've not made the best of it. Their decision-making hasn't been there, man. Streams are class. Like watching boxers in a different weight class duke it out. I hear that. But at the same time, Man City, if it was a boxing game, Man City are winning the fight. They actually haven't necessarily won it. I do think there's been a couple of chances Man United have had to do better with and failed to do such. Oh, what was I doing? I was trying to do something for you lot, people, but I actually forgot now. Let's see what's going on in the world of football. Is there anything of significance to really speak about? Sorry, people. I needed to do this. Sky Sports ain't really bringing up anything. Yeah. E.g., what's FPL saying this week? Don't remind me, man. Don't get me involved, man. I don't know. I've not changed it for 2 weeks now. To humour you, why not, man? That's live ladder 24 points. Yeah, that's live ladder 24 points for City if they win. Fair enough. So yeah, there you have it. It takes them on 24 points. Thanks for sharing that, man. Well, better yet, shedding some light. So now I get it. You wanted to know about my FPL. I don't mind. Oh, Cunha's on my bench. I don't get them points, do I? I'll take that. Salah got me 8 points. Haaland's got me 10 so far. Neto got me 5. Matty Cash got me 5. Ward-Prowse's got me 2. They told me you're coming out my team, man. You're not doing enough crud this season. Alvarez has got me 1 so far. Maddison got me 6. Why have I got Dan Burn, fam? Oh, last week I got 69 points. Haaland got me 16. Cunha got me 7. Alvarez got me 9. And the average last week was 67. I got 69 points. I might be the best. And the week before I got 54. I might be the best at this. Forget what the table says. Let me not even look. I'm not even going to look at the table. Oh, I've dropped in our Nations League one. I was 315, now 328. Oh, I'm fighting relegation in my. I'm 20. I have 22 people in my private league. I have 22 people in my private league. I'm 21st. There's not much separating though, man. Who's Dell got? Oh, he's got Embuemo. All right, I'm going off topic, man. Yeah, this is why I've given up on FPL, man. I don't want to. We'll deal with that next week, man. It's depressing. Villa have got 12 straight home league victories. That's crazy from them. Pick them up. I think Eddie's goal has a chance for goal of the month. It does. Surely has to. And to be fair, yeah, when you deep, I know we're talking about Arsenal, but what would you say the best goals scored so far at Arsenal? I'd say Jesus against PSVs as a shout. Saka's against Forest. What was that, first game of the season or something like that? Shout. Eddie's yesterday against Sheffield United. Shout. Wonder what the best Premier League goals scored currently is. There's been a lot of goals, man. I don't even know if it was in the Prem, but I'm sure Bruno Fernandes scored a decent one against Burnley or something like that. There's been a couple of screamers and good goals. It all depends though, man, because for me, I have a bias. Like screamers are always going to win the debate for me. Like there's just something about hitting a screamer, like just seeing someone smash it. But then you've got them, you've got good bits of skill. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Ridiculous penalty. It is somewhat, but in the present day, you've seen them given. So as I say, prevention's probably better than cure. Probably you don't have your hands around the player, arms around the player. It doesn't become a thing really and truly. So maybe that's some food for thought potentially. But it's all in the balance currently, folks. It's all in the balance currently. We'll have to see how it changes, if it changes, when it changes, folks. Wolves' goal was class. There's been some good finishes. I'm sure Pedro Neto has scored some decent ones this year as well. I hate to say it, but I'm sure Son has as well. Don't know really. And in fact, don't ask me how or why, but you just help me out a lot, really. In fact, it all depends. When is Arsenal's next game? Because we're near the end of the month. You know, I like to review the month for Arsenal. Okay, we're next in action on Wednesday, which will be November. Happy new month in particular, people. Again, where you lot's goals, hopes, dreams, and aspirations are concerned, I wish you lot all the best, man. We've got 2 months left of the year. Let's make some progress in our personal and private lives or whatever we're aiming for, people. Let me go on goal.com. I don't think there's much to talk about in the footballing world. We know Jude Bellingham's an amazing footballer. El Clasico meant Real Madrid winning that. Not really the most exciting week. Midweek Champions League, I believe. League Cup, Micah. We got West Ham on Wednesday in the League Cup. And I think the Champions League is back the next week. Balogun hooked at half-time. Damn. Some strikers are getting hooked at half-time. Some strikers are, scoring hat-tricks. I know, shameless, folks. Shameless. Absolute shameless. But yeah, I actually can't wait to see the Champions League back. Gotta be shameless. I know I'm 100% shameless. 100% shameless. I actually want the game to hurry up now, man. Hurry up, boys. Sunday. Tired. Need a nap. Oh, that's great. Wednesday, Arsenal on TV. That's fantastic. City haven't been great, no. Like, they haven't. But then again, to go to Old Trafford, which regardless of what you say about Man United, it's a game that when the fixture calendars are released, it is one of them you look at and think, oh, we need to win that. It's not unnecessarily, well, to be fair, United are not the first Alex Ferguson's United, but it's not a nice place to go to, definitely for my club. And if you can win without necessarily being at your best, fair enough. I don't think you're wrong. But at the same time, how many 38 Premier League games, how many are you going to be perfect for? Hey, Top Blue, I just remembered your team lost, got stung by the bees. Don't Red. Don't think I forgot that, You almost tricked me. You almost played me. You're a bit too humble. I almost fell for it. And then I just remembered, wait, Top Blue, Chelsea? Pardon me. You think I forgot that verbal you gave me in relation to Football Manager? We go again on Football Manager tomorrow, folks. We'll be following on Twitch for that. Probably going to open up another YouTube channel and put my content, that sort of content over there. So yeah, big up you lot in advance, folks. Big up you lot in advance. Still waiting for the game to kick off. It's just not going to happen, is it? That Onana save was ridiculous. You know what? That I would say moment of the game, really and truly. To be fair, he's made 2 big saves today, I believe, Onana. If I'm completely honest with you, I think he's made 2 big saves. I think there was that one before. There's this one, and then there's one at the edge of half time, and then there was one who had the Phil Foden's header. Phil Foden's header where I think Onana's been good today. I think he's been one that's tried to play football and tried to pass the ball. It sounds mad, but I think Man United need a midfielder, man. Even someone like Mason Mount. Mason Mount being introduced could be the angle. The camera is zoomed in on him. I don't know if he's coming off the bench or he's just warming up to make sure the gaffer knows what's going on. Is he putting on his shin pads? It looks like Mason Mount's going to be introduced to people. Probably the right player. Still a bit weird seeing Mason Mount and you're not at Chelsea. It's almost like seeing Kovacic at City. Or even weirder seeing Kai Havertz in an Arsenal shirt. Absolutely brazy, spooky stuff. Halloween. People not looking of significant standard against Sheffield United, really spooky stuff. Second half hasn't begun yet, people. I'm just making sure that works. Who's come off? Is it Amrabat? As Amrabat, do you know what? Is it Amrabat fullback? And then Lindelof off, and then that's how Mason Mount goes in midfield, or has it just been a straight swap with Amrabat? I mean, this annoys me. Fair enough, Mason Mount, but what's he using this tape for? Like, these sort of things annoy me. Raw, or it's Amrabat off. I thought Rashford was walking off. This annoys me, Mason Mount. Mason Mount, you have to score. Laughing about with shin pads and all of that. You've had 15 minutes to get it right. Mason Mount has been introduced as a sub for this second half. Amrabat has been hooked, people. The manager will probably protect him because he has had an injury and things like that. I don't think he looked off the pace more or less than his teammates, but it's never nice being hooked at halftime. The game, the second half is kicked off, folks. If you haven't liked, commented, subscribed, make sure you do such. Gary Neville on the commentary. I'm not jealous of you lot. Just said that because Sky Sports just showed it. But yeah, Eriksen is giving it to Rodri, actually. Johnny Evans hooks it. Game's kind of started where the first half is kicked off, really. And he's on a yellow, a dumb yellow at that. Yeah, I don't agree with the yellow. I think it's a derby game. Obviously, I wouldn't say this is the most aggressive fixture in the Premier League, but like it's a derby. I think sometimes referees have to apply a bit of common sense. There's going to be passion. Surely offside there. That was a silly pass, but that's childish from Bruno Fernandes. Like someone of his quality and stature in the game. I think Eric Ten Hag's face says it all. There's no need to be offside there. I don't envy managers, you know. Imagine all the stress managers have to go through. This is a mad thing. I am not here for this. You have all the plans midweek, and then the games kick off, and then it just becomes crazy. So yeah, do you know what? But at the same time, if he left Amrabat on and Amrabat gets carded again, and then they go down to 10 men, then what do we say there? Obviously, he has a combative style as well, which probably goes against him. How's your bet going, Bertman, man? You cashed out yet? Or you still holding firm? Free kick to Manchester United, people. Eriksen's over it. I know my number 14 did something yesterday. Marcus Rashford. What can he do? Can he deliver? Mandulu skills, but he's still got possession. And he's earned the corner. Is he going to take it quickly? Rashford looks like he's in a rush to take this corner. He's taking it and he's played it short. He skips out Eriksen. He finds Bruno Fernandes. That's a good effort. Ederson would have to, it'd have to be something special, maybe a fortunate deflection, but it's a start for Man United. So quickly taking corner. It's found Bruno Fernandes. Maybe, someone of his quality could strike that a bit more truer and a bit more, with a bit more venom. But it's into the hands of the grateful Ederson. Penalty was very soft. Seems like everybody thinks that probably should still be 0-0. But I ain't got no sympathy for no one. After Saliba's one, I ain't got no sympathy for no one. Really. Bernardo Silva. Oh, he played it to the back post. Phil Foden was rushing in. I think he's got under that and it'll be a goal kick. Police just put a 200 million pesos for information on Luis Diaz's father. Horrible news. Horrible news, man. Like, that must be the worst feeling ever. Like, I don't want to go off topic, but like that must be the worst feeling ever. Is like you're feeling helpless. Like there's nothing you can do. You don't know where your dad is. You don't know what's going on. It's crazy, man. Like, obviously, money makes people do crazy things, but like, just imagine, God forbid that happens to anyone, but just imagine your parents got kidnapped and then seeing your mum released, but your dad anywhere. And I don't want to say it, but every sort of possibility has to be running through your mind. Is he still alive? What's going on? It's crazy. Like the feeling of helplessness as well must be the worst. Must be the worst thing, even anyways as well. It's crazy, man. Julian Alvarez, game's opened up. Always, Haaland needs to get into the box. Jack Grealish down this left-hand side. Haaland needs to get into the box. Jack Grealish to Bernardo Silva. Is this going to be the second? Haaland 2-0. As I said, Haaland needs to get into the box. You could see what was going to happen there. You could see. And is that the killer blow? Boy, they celebrate with the away fans. All 20 of them. No, I'm joking. There's a lot of fans there. But Manchester City 2. Manchester United none. Haaland, my FPL team salutes you. You better get a hat trick, you know. I see Eddie and Nketiah did. You could see, as I said, Haaland needs to get into the box. Haaland needs to get into the box. And he did exactly that. And that's what makes an elite player. Johnny Evans gone to sleep, has no clue. Nobody had a clue where Haaland was. Because if you go and look at the build-up play, the pass is actually skipped past Haaland. You can't afford to not know where a striker is until it's too late. It's a lovely ball by Bernardo Silva. The Viking rises. And I feel sorry for Onana because he produced one bad boy save, ironically, in the end of the first half to deny Haaland. This man is incredible, man. Not even had to break a sweat. Not even had to break a sweat. And the next goal is even more vital. Look, little and large connection. Bernardo Silva, probably, Haaland probably don't even hug his gal like that. Looking at Bernardo Silva with dreamy eyes. I wonder how much Haaland has suffered without Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, actually, anyone would. Awful tracking back, Micah. Awful. And to be fair, I actually feel Johnny Evans ain't really put a foot wrong, really, like that, apart from that. And he's not alone because, obviously, that's your man. As a centre-back, that's your man, really. Haaland is you lot's man. But at the same time, somebody has to clock what's going on. That goal frustrated me because it gave me flashbacks of when Arsenal played at Spurs. The first goal that Son scored in that game, if he did score more than one. He did, he must have. Ball into the box by Man United. Has that hit the hands of Grealish? I think United got a call there. Bernardo Silva looking for a foul, gets one. Yeah, Evans ain't been the worst. But I don't think United. I think United is more of probably their fans would say, like, the problems that have been there. It's just another game. It's just a different game, same thing. I don't think anyone's been like terrible. Well, to be fair, that don't look like it hit Grealish's hand, but it did look like it in full speed first time around. Yeah. I just think United are lacking ideas. There's no significant ideas, man. There's not enough ideas. And I don't think they've taken the little chances presented. And I don't feel... It's not that their players don't believe, but there's not that true belief that they could get something out of this. Onana's one of them. Look, Onana basically manoeuvring like a centre-half. He stepped out and he's trying to conduct the play. But why haven't he? That's a good ball into Højlund and he's found Rashford. But why aren't the central midfielders doing that? Lindelof, Bernardo Silva, you can't bowl your 2 goals down, you're doing nonchalant flicks. Højlund. And, Højlund's lost the ball there, but I have to say, Bruno Fernandes, that's horrible, man. Why are you doing silly flicks? Your team's losing 2-0. You need to get everything right. Christian Eriksen. Can't lie, I ain't seen Mason Mount. Can't lie, this midfield that Ten Hag is assembling, they're not going to get out the hood, man. These men need to go for Frankie de Jong or something. They need a proper 8 or 2. This is like, it's not sustainable the way Ten Hag is trying to move, man. Harry Maguire. Has he found a man? He's found Lindelof. Lindelof first time to Johnny Evans. Bro, it's mad. Johnny Evans in 2023 is crazy. Mason Mount, Johnny Evans, Eriksen, Mount, Evans. Home to Onana. Couple players are lacking courage. Like, one thing you can't say about Onana, he don't lack courage. You can't say he lacks courage. He's found Lindelof. Lindelof with the flick on. It's only found Phil Foden. 2 United players going for the same ball. Haaland. Alvarez can't keep that on. Silly back heels from Bruno. Silly. I mean, he's got the ability to pull it off, and if it works, it works. But at 2-0 in the final third, you got to get things right. Bertman is probably the happiest man in the chat and in general, man. Don't spend it all, at once. Gamble responsibly. When you got Mount as a central hub, it's meaty. That's the thing. Like, there's no ball retention. Eriksen's got that, but he's not an athlete like that in the modern day. Like, Eriksen's cold. I think there's a use for Bruno Fernandes, but we all know his evident frustrations. And Mount, like Bruno Fernandes and Mount, they're quite similar, if I'm completely honest with you. Scott McTominay, there's a job. I think, I like McTominay. I don't think he should be playing all the time, but I think there's a role for him. But I think United have got to go and get an 8 or so. They've got to get an 8 or 2. They got a 6 now. McTominay can do that. Amrabat can do that. But there's no build-up play. Like, Onana's the only one really on it consistently. And to be honest, United ain't got bad players, bro. Like, you've had Amrabat, you got Amrabat, Mount, Bruno, Eriksen. This shouldn't be... Like, I'm almost frustrated for Man United fans. Like, this should be an issue in theory. Boy. And to be honest, if I was a Man United fan, like, I want Mason Mount to be in goal scoring positions because he's the guy that likes to try and be a hero. Speaking of goal scoring positions, Manchester City are 2 goals up and they're working it. They're trying to work for an option. If you can't go forward, go back, and that's exactly what they've done. Diaz plays it to the left-hand side. Bernardo Silva, who has just set up Haaland for the second, finds Grealish. Jack Grealish. They're not having none of it. Good little battle there, and I'll always back the fullbacks. He's done well. Chops Grealish as well. Tries to switch play, but to be fair, it's an important touch from Grealish. Harry Maguire's bugging, and that was terrible from him. Terrible clearance. Julian Alvarez. What can he make happen? Don't know. I don't know if he would have went for goal, and I don't know that it's gone out of shot. Has that gone out for a corner or a goal or a throw-in? I'm not quite sure. Defo something wrong with YouTube today. I'm getting cut off from the stream. That's annoying. Man, you can barely put 2 passes together. Man United's too big of it's a throw-in actually. Too big of a club to be sitting here and saying that. That's crazy. You know, obviously you look at Ten Hag, bro. You're Dutch, Ajax. You would think build-up play wouldn't be an issue. It's smelly from him. Smelly tactics, smelly recruitment. It's looking beaky. I can't lie. Kyle Walker. What a career he's had since leaving Spurs. Diaz. Jealous. Wanted Diaz. Edison. Rodri. Bro, Rodri has to be the who. Like, to be fair, how many top quality sixes are there? Rodri's there 100%. To be fair, it's just dawned on me, Man United are without Casemiro, and to be fair, I don't think their centre backs have been like terrible today. But with Varane, who knows? Phil Foden. Don't think he meant to find Stones. He didn't, but Stones recognised that and came out of the way. Jack Grealish has too much space. Oh, that's a big save by Onana. But if I'm Onana, I'm shouting at every teammate. Why the hell are they letting Grealish shift it onto his right and then have an effort? Rashford with a bit of defending, good defending from him. I don't know what Foden's always moaning about. If I was Onana, I'd be absolutely going ape-ish at my teammates. You can see what Grealish is going to do. Why is everybody watching like how we are? Just letting him do it. Like, Mount's got there in the end, but he's just allowing. You can see Grealish has got one thing on his mind. And to be fair, today, I've seen Grealish shoot a lot more. I don't know if statistically that will back that up, but it just feels like today, this is the first time in a while I've seen Grealish like want to score goals like that, as dumb as it sounds. Højlund, not the best from him. I like him, you know. I think Højlund will be a player. Rodri dilly-dallying in possession. Fortunately, City won't be made to hold accountable for that. 52% of possessions in Manchester City's favour, 48 in Manchester United in this second half. City have had 4 shots and 2 on target. Man United have had 1 shot on target. City have had 6 touches in the opponent's box. Man United have had none in this second half. That might explain a couple of why we're seeing what we're seeing, people, essentially. I don't know. Wait. Ajax and 10 excuses are both destroying their respective seasons, to be honest. True. It's horrible what's going on at Ajax, man. You know, Ajax and Lyon, like, I'm not an Ajax fan, I'm not a Lyon fan, but, like, it's horrible, like, what's going on over them sides. John Stones, is he going to buy a raffle ticket? I would have shot. That's why I'm not professional football. I'm here chatting crap on YouTube. Haaland. Alvarez gets it back. Bro, these dummies and City are ridiculous, you know. And there's appeals for a penalty. Haaland, you're too big for that. Pause. City are ridiculous, man. You see the way City play football? It's ridiculous. You can't not admire it. Like, how are they even finding teammates? Like, it's so congested. Like, man are popping 1-2s. There's dummies. And Grealish has gone close again. Haaland, you can never be trying to get a pen for that. That's crazy. Let's see that again. To be fair, to be fair with you, based on the logic of the first one, like, I don't think it's a pen, but based on the logic of the first one, you can make a case for that. Anyways, it's not a thing. Edison's hooked it into the stands. Edison's like us, man. Probably ordering on delivery, and that ain't had nothing to do today. And I think it's a game where United players will have a lot of regret. Could I have done more? Could I have been braver? I think there's been stages, like somebody said earlier, towards the end of the first half. I think at the game initially, there was a bit of intent from United. But it seems like every one of their players right now is looking to someone else to take responsibility. And to be brutally honest, I think Onana's the one showing a lot of courage, but that's the goalie. I think Onana's shown more link-up play than every one of those midfielders currently that's played for United today. I feel sorry for Højlund. Obviously, you know, the pen is one thing, but he's chased a lot of lost causes and things like that. Other than that, it's meaty. You know, I haven't really seen what Mount's bringing to the table off the bench. But it's not just a Mount thing. I ain't seen nothing from Bruno, from Rashford, from anyone. Elite time wasting by City. Elite. And how's the ref letting them get away with this? This is elite time waster. How's the ref letting them get away with that? Coming like he's waiting on a Nando's order. Never a foul. Ref played the game on. United have some defending to do. Haaland finds Phil Foden. Phil Foden twisting and turning, bobbing and weaving. To be fair, Lindelof's done all right there. Rodri's come to chaperone, gives it back to Phil Foden. If you can't go forward, go back home. I would love to have a conversation with Pep Guardiola about football, man, for a good hour. And then speak to Mikel Arteta for 2 hours. The way these lot see football is ridiculous, man. To be fair, Ten Hag as well, when he's not making excuses. Only 2 Portuguese players have scored 50 Premier League goals, Cristiano Ronaldo and Jota. To be fair, being next to Cristiano Ronaldo and any statistic that's started to tell the grandkids. Julian Alvarez, Kyle Walker, Diaz feels a bit sorry for Edison, so plays Edison the ball. Edison, Rodri. And you know what, Declan Rice, you should look at Rodri, you know, because Rodri's never going to get credit. He's not a mad, Brad, progressive midfielder, but he's no slouch in that regards. Asking a lot of Phil Foden there. To be honest, I thought United should have had a free kick, but they've dealt with it. Johnny Evans has hooked clear. In fact, he's found the head of Rodri. And you know what? At this point, concentration is going to be difficult for City because they're not being tested. They've given the ball away cheap. It'll be a throw-in on this left-hand side for Manchester United. To be fair, who's Man United got on the bench? Because I can't really see anything. Like, how do they change this? I'd say Maguire showed a bit of courage. Say what you want about Maguire. I think Onana showed courage today. I think Højlund has showed his own battling. I don't think that anyone's been terrible, but like people are not standing up to be counted, if I'm completely honest. How would Man United change this? Obviously, they've brought on Mason Mount. They might as well draw for Martial, Garnacho, Anthony, as frustrating as he is. Just someone that wants to do something. Someone that could be an outlet. United have no outlets. There's no courage in the middle of the park. Like, respectfully, the rugby players are the ones showing pride. Like, Johnny Evans has tried to find Mason Mount there. Sorry, the lot, but he sold him short. I ain't seen United's midfield do that today. I ain't seen them hit one diag on a consistent basis. Alvarez to the speedy Kyle Walker. Oh, Kyle Walker, it's quite mad. Like, I forget that Kyle Walker's a veteran, really and truly, obviously in terms of experience, but Kyle Walker don't show any signs of slowing down. I wanted him to go off to Bayern Munich. Boy, 33 years of age, 34 next year. And then you look at obviously Rico Lewis, City got a next one. And then tell Mikel Arteta everything Pep said, Agent DG, it'd be lit. Of course. I like to be an assistant, but I can't lie. Julian Alvarez, is he going to have a shot? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, Julian Alvarez, you're a great player, but what was that, lad? I don't think the fans in the stands will be too appreciative of that. Anthony looks like he's warming up. Martial looks like he's warming up. I think Ten Hag might bottle it and take off Højlund, but realistically, obviously Rashford's a quality player, but it might have to be adapting. Nana's killing me. He's one of them guys, much like all these keepers. If you said you want to play centre mid, he would do it. But this is what I'm saying about bravery. Johnny Evans, to his credit, has tried. Rashford needs to come off. Højlund chasing a lost cause. Kyle Walker just gets there before him. This is what I'm saying. Only a couple men are brave. To be fair, obviously, you're chasing goals. Bruno Fernandes, I can understand the manager's reluctance to take him off, but you need a true winger now. McTominay, Højlund, Christian Eriksen. If you haven't hit the like button, you know what to do, people. Scott McTominay, Bruno Fernandes, the lot, Eriksen. It's been a bit weird because this game ain't really had a tempo to it. Christian Eriksen delivers. That's a good ball, really. Stones heads it out. It's still alive. Lindelof, who, to be fair with you, has given it a good go at left back. He hasn't looked out of place per se. Bravery. What you saying, DG? Late United comeback. Weirder things have happened in football. I know a certain team that's come back from 2 goals down, and we didn't. What is 64 minutes on the clock? We didn't come back into it until minute 77. So maybe the lot. You get one goal and take it from there. And could United get it? Here we go. Ball in from Bruno Fernandes. Where's the United players? Yeah, Rashford, you need to come off, man. You're not on that today. Rashford is, I love Rashford so much, but he's easily one of the most frustrating footballers. Even when he scores, like, it's just his decision making. Like, with Rashford, do you ever think any of it is calculated? Like, Rashford's a serious baller, but like, he's like a deer in the headlights. I think Jose's right. I do think Rashford has the capabilities to play up front, but I don't ever think he'll be a true striker. I don't think his general plays up there. I think he's a left winger. It's the decision making. Like Rashford, obviously he's improved, but he don't look significantly better than when he first burst on the scene. Phil Foden, good ball actually, finds John Stones finds Bernardo Silva. Ooh, this is where it starts getting a bit crazy. Only Haaland in the box. Can't lie. Someone like Bernardo Silva, who makes the right decisions 9 times out of 10, wanted to be a bit greedy, tried to go for goal into the hands of Onana. Johnny Evans. Marcus Rashford, for once, he's got the better of Kyle Walker. Saying that, decision making is hefty. I can't lie, I thought that was a City throw, but he's giving it United. Højlund. Mason Mount. The lot. Delivers. Stones says forget all of that. The delivery weren't the best. You can see tired legs from both teams. They're starting to become a lot of gaps. Where's Ake these days? Edison. What passes he's seen? Højlund up against Maguire. To be fair, Maguire's hugging him like he's his son. To be fair, that's how you got to deal with Haaland, in my opinion. He is going to wait you and turn you sometimes, but I think you have to be, you have to be aggressive with him. I think you have to nudge him, like we saw Saliba do at the Emirates. I think you have to nudge him. You got to do all of that. I think you can't show him any respect. After the game you can, but in the game you can't. Haaland's got it all in it, like. But the thing is, football, it's gone mad because people at some point, like, they're gonna say with Haaland, oh, like he could score 30 goals out, but he don't get enough assists. But his XG is this and that. I'll never forgive the British public for saying that he would struggle in England. Stones. Alvarez. Oh, Rodri, that's a nonchalant pass. Scott McTominay, what can he do? He needs to pick out a pass. Boy, they're not helping. They're not helping themselves. Christian Eriksen. First time I've seen him have an extended period in the final third. Tapping land. Guys finding an agenda for everything. I mean, that's football, innit? There will be. And, we're having a laugh and a joke. No one likes an agenda like me, but I do think there's that healthy balance. By all means, a quality player like Haaland, you might have to ask, assist, can you get assists and stuff? But I also believe in just accepting footballers to a degree for what they are. You look at Haaland, that's a man that's just goals. Man, stop talking about general play and all of this nonsense. I don't know if Haaland will ever be heralded as the best player in the world, like win Ballon d'Or and that. Maybe he can, because Ballon d'Or is brazy. He's definitely the best striker, potentially. But I don't think he's the prettiest of footballers, and you have to be aesthetically pleasing. Equally, I think we've gone too mad with goals and assists as well. Is Sir Alex there? He has to be, man. And like I heard a commentator say, Christian Eriksen delivers. Once, Sir Alex Ferguson was asked about if Manchester City will ever be favourites going into a Manchester derby. He said not in his lifetime. And like the commentator said as well, now it's every time. Boy, I just think Man United, when the game ends, provided it stays like this, a lot of their players will be disappointed because I don't feel they've really given it a go. I don't think every player's truly believed in themselves. Like you can't just be two man. I think they've played with a mental block, and I don't know tactically what the game plan was today, if I'm honest with you. Of course, I'm not gonna know because I don't know Ten Hag. I don't know what he said to the boys. I don't know, what Ten Hag could have had the best game plan to play against City, but the players have not implemented what he wants. But struggling to see the identity. Lindelof, that's a ball, provided it can be brought down. The lot's done well. He's done all right. Crazy hypothetical, DG. If you played somewhere up front for City, how many goals are you scoring in the season? Goldbridge reckons he's bagging 5. It's Premier League football. It's difficult, man. It's difficult. Premier League football. So if I with my head, none, man. It's Premier League football, but Musk can grab a 1-2. Musk can grab something for City. Musk can grab something. Probably none, but Rashford went close there. Musk can grab something. Kevin De Bruyne and all them man there. I'll be the tap in land. Musk can get 2-3, man. But I ain't fit. My speed of thought is not like these lot. I'd love to try though. I'll just try to do the Gabriel Jesus thing, man. Try to play flick-ons and that, man. To be fair, I'll be letting the City players down. Just a heads up, the lagging on YouTube is only happening on certain channels. It would be mine if that was the case. Rodri, Stones. Getting to the dying embers. 20 minutes left of this clash, people. Appreciate you lot tuned in and those of you who have hit the like button and whatnot. There's no way Goldbridge is bagging 5 though, man. That's them comments. You know, people are like, oh, yeah, anyone can play for City. I can play for City. Even the worst footballer you can think of, even someone like Rob Holding, in terms of ability, footballers, bro, do you forget they're doing this every day? The technical level, the speed of thought, everything. Like, obviously, we're watching it, but do you know how quick in real time this is happening? Before these players get the ball, there's hella things going on. And I honestly think, yeah, just speaking in England, oh, wait, sorry, Grealish could be in here. Does he fancy going for goal? Slipped in Haaland. Haaland always tried to lift it. And again, do you know, I feel sorry for Onana. That's a big save. Off his line. Onana's been all right today. Let's see that again. Good sweeping move from City. That would have been game, set, match. Grealish played in Haaland. Haaland tried to go round Onana. Onana just hesitated and just kind of stood up tall and true as he's whatnot, made himself big. To be fair, Haaland tried to lift it over him. It weren't happening. I do think the idea was good. I think it's good from everyone. Holding, catching strays. Bro, even someone, I don't really believe it with Carl Jenkinson, but even Carl Jenkinson, bro, like if these lot played 5-a-side or something, they're lit. Forgetting they play football all the time and have been for years. Like the technical level is ridiculous. And as I was saying, like speaking in England, obviously there's a gap technically from the Premier League and the Championship or whatever, but I genuinely believe the higher the levels, the more it becomes about speed of thought and all of these things. Rodri, is he fancying the shot? No, he finds Haaland. Bernardo Silva on this right. I can't back myself to score one. Wait, I'll back myself, but this is be difficult. To be honest, I'll just ask Pep, can I play up front with Haaland? And honestly, I'm just gonna mimic Haaland's runs. Like, I'll back myself to T for go off the line. Like, you know, if Haaland is going in anyways, like, sorry, big man, finesse. But nah, it's difficult. That would be my angle. Bernardo Silva, what can he do? Lindelof's ramping, but he's lucky Onana got there. Oh crap, Onana glitching, Foden glitching. He lost his foot at the wrong time. Johnny Evans. Boy, Stones. As I said, though, as you lot can see better yet, because you lot are not stupid, they're starting to become tired legs out there. It's starting to get a bit crazy. What's worse is it, bro, penalty. I told you, look, I still randomly, I got invited to a TalkSport tournament a few years ago and I missed the deciding penalty. Like, I'm still haunted by that. Sometimes I'll be on the stream and I'll just go mad quiet. I just randomly think about it. Like, I don't like penalties. I've never liked penalties, to be fair with you. I've actually got a decent record with penalties. Like, Sunday league times when I was a little kid, I took 10 penalties. I only missed one. But I still remember against Edmonton Eagles, Edmonton Derby, the keeper looked like Rob Green. Yeah, man, I've hated penalties, man. It's like the goal starts getting smaller. And for me, in front of thousands of people, footballers got, like, bro, you got to have big bollocks to take a penalty, you know? Especially when I see things like when Paul Pogba was like, me, it's a British thing, just run up there, smash it, lad. That's something as well. I ain't got the courage to be trying to put it top bins and all them things there. Vision starts getting blurry, bro. Smashing it into the top bins and whatnot. Like, that's why I admire people like even Ainsley Maitland-Niles, bro. He don't feel no pressure. So what's that? Somebody said, the commentator said Mason Mount hasn't had a shot on goal for United all season. Crazy. Boy, United have spent 293 minutes trailing at home this season. Jack Grealish, deflection, another corner. This is the first time I've seen Jack Grealish really be like hungry in terms of scoring. I don't know this, but Obviously, you think of there's a deflection. Obviously, you think of Jack Grealish. I think he has the capacity to score goals, but I don't think he'll be a consistent bagsman because that's not him. Like his best record so far, I'm sure it was at Aston Villa in the Championship. But I do think when I see like his intent today, I do think he's either wanting to shoot more or maybe the gaffer has told him to do such. All delivered to the back post. Rodri keeps it alive. Man United half deal with that. Julian Alvarez can't quite get there. Is there a counter attack here? And this is it. Eriksen has got the ball. There's no options. Really and truly. None at all. DG, you should do more continental watch-alongs, i.e. Napoli versus my man. You know what the people want, the people get? I would have loved to have done a watch-along for El Clasico, but we got zanged. Why would you? I mean, obviously, we know why you put it on at 3 p.m., but why would you put that on at 3 p.m.? But then again, 15 minutes left of this game. El Clasico is not where it once was. You know, I think La Liga, to save that, boy, they're going to need to get Haaland and Mbappe, these kind of guys, Bukayo Saka, you know, these top-class footballers, stars of tomorrow. Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, and that. A shocking stat, if true, no shots. Boy, you're not stupid. That's why you're rocking with the guy, man. Appreciative to all of you lot tuned in, man. It's boring without you lot, man. You lot have made, I mean, I love watching football, but you lot have given it another gear. Harry Maguire. To be fair, Harry Maguire and Evans, they've done all right today. I don't think people can sit there and run agendas against them. It wouldn't be fair. The lot. Once again, Manchester City are winning 2-0. A brace from Erling Haaland. Tell him to get a hat-trick. And Nketiah did. Boy. Edison. I mean, for United, like, you get one goal, you got the crowd with you. Obviously, City are masters at managing the game and stuff, but you get one goal, you got the crowd with you. Bit of optimism and whatnot. I don't see what Mason Mount has brought to the table today, if I'm honest. It is difficult coming off the bench. Gareth Southgate's in attendance. I can't imagine he's happy with certain man's display. Really and truly. Have to see. Really and truly. So, yeah, man. Mason Mount has 0 shots on target this season in the Premier League. Boy. Julian Alvarez. Stones. And the thing is, I'd say the saddest thing is, like, there's no shame in losing to City, but you can sit there sometimes and, you know, if one of their players does something out of this world, say fair enough, but you've not saw the true City because they've not had to be that. You've not pushed them to their maximum. You've not had to see why they won the treble and why they've accomplished what they've accomplished. I think United have defeated themselves as much as City obviously winning. Speaking of that, this is another good move from City with potential. Bernardo Silva is stopped. It's fallen to Julian Alvarez. I thought he pulled the trigger. Phil Foden tries to square it. Doesn't happen. Bernardo Silva back to Phil Foden. Back to Bernardo Silva. Left-footed link up. You can't not be jealous of City, man. Ballers everywhere. Good players everywhere. Alvarez, Rodri, Walker, Diaz. Diaz ain't had to do much today, has he? John Stones. He's not had to do anything today. Rodri aims to switch play. Who has he found? Found Phil Foden. I mean, I see trying to just waste time now because there's not really, like, a couple of times you can see goal scoring opportunities. They've been a bit reluctant to do such. Rodri. Ooh, Walker, that's a dodgy touch. Bernardo Silva will get him out of it. What a magician Bernardo Silva is. That would be a dream for Arsenal, man. Them kind of players. For any Arsenal women team followers, Caitlin Ford bagged a hat-trick and was best on for Matildas today. 8-0 demolition of the Philippines. Mazzolini, damn, 8-0. Damn. Pardon me, it's here with Phil Foden. Bernardo Silva, surely you deserve to go for goal. Jack Grealish, who's been trigger happy in that regards. A third goal would be the final nail in the coffin and kill any slim hopes anyone has of United getting something out of this. Rodri, does he fancy going for goal? He buys a raffle ticket. Onana saves, he spilt it. Haaland, oh boy, it's 3-0. It's 3-0. There's no offside flag, boy. There you have it. And Haaland's telling Foden to go slide. Foden deserves that. He's been good today. That was horrible. I think Onana even spilt that as well. That was horrible. And that's game, set, match. And City haven't even tried to score the third. I think City have been enjoying this a bit too much now. Manchester City 3, Manchester United 0. It's peak. Bad day at the office. Raining in Manchester. Raining goals. It's peak. How the hell did that all happen? Boys against men. Rodri's tried to go for goal. Onana spilt it. Good play from Haaland, really. You know, I thought he pulled the trigger. He squared it. Good run from Phil Foden. Let's actually see that. This is why Foden's lit. You know, again, people gone to sleep. Foden just continued his run. It's been reactive all day from Manchester United. All day. I mean, would it be harsh to say Onana maybe could have done better with that save? I don't know. And it doesn't matter, really and truly. Game, set, match, past the pad settings. Manchester United have been put in a spliff. Crazy. Big up Haaland, though. That's two goals and an assist for my FPL team. Would you rather get burned down the wing like Gareth Bale goal or get dropped like Boateng? And the fans are leaving Old Trafford. I'd rather Belting. Easily the Belting. At least you're faster than me. Wow. Messi's violating Don's like. And I'm like, I feel sorry for Boateng though, man. Like, it's Messi. I'm not being funny, bro. Messi's the best of the best. He's sat them on their arse like. Oh, United could be in here now. I'm capping. I can't lie. How's Rashford got 80 minutes today? I don't know either, folks. City just looks sharper. Right. They haven't had to get out of second gear, man. Kyle Walker running Bernardo Silva. That was a pathetic attempt of a slide tackle. Pathetic. Jack Grealish. Surely United can't concede anymore. Foden's violating. It didn't go in. Man are trying to do bicycle kicks and that. Boy, I never saw this against my team. You know what we do. Can't do that at the Emirates, blood. It's different now. If that went in, that would have been rude. That would have been rude. The very fact he attempted it. Too feisty. And City are doing the Poznan. Boy. Been a great weekend of football. Like DZ said, you get burned, it's minor compared to getting dropped. Yeah, bro, like, I'd rather that in. I'd rather, you're faster than me. I'd rather hold that one. Like, yeah, it's embarrassing, but like, we cool. Like, well, you're Usain Bolt. United could be in here. Ericsson has to buy a raffle ticket. But this is the thing, the build-up play is horrible. Garnacho, what can he do? Can he get a ball into the box? Pathetic. But yeah, Foden's ridiculous. If he keeps that, this guy is ridiculous, man. My son has to be a footballer. Like, listen, Foden, you're lit. He still didn't back him on though, so doesn't matter. No, but at least slide if you're getting burned. No, because I could tell you as a fullback, the worst is when you slide tackle and like play still going on. You don't win the ball. You're like, oh my days. Garnacho. Rodri picked his pocket. To be fair, he needs to do a lot better. And that probably sums up Manchester United today. Essentially, that sums it all up. Essentially, Grealish is just trying his best to start fighting people. Manchester City in this second half have had 12 shots, 6 on target. Manchester United have had 2 shots, 1 on target, just 3 touches in the up box compared to 22 from City. Have had 37% of the ball to 63. Boy, it's peak. And that was a late one on Bruno Fernandes. Do you know what it is with Bruno? Bruno could be legitimately injured, but like now, because you're like the boy who cries wolf, and like, I don't know whether to believe you. And it's pathetic that a club like Manchester United has that as a captain. Pathetic. Yeah, you're capping, man. You tried to clamp stones. Let me see that again before I pass judgment. To be fair with you, like I said, boy who cries wolf. It's one of them. Bruno actually is a painful one. I feel sorry for Man United fans. In this day and age, you know, cost of living crisis, all of them are paid tickets. I don't think they've seen courage. I don't think they've seen heart. Boy, Marcus Rashford, what can he do? He's won a corner, but my word, like Rashford's been terrible today, man. Absolutely terrible today. I don't know how on God's green earth he's still on the pitch, but he is. You're getting dropped in your own box, Pete. But these things happen. Footballers get ripped. And with social media now, you know, as a footballer, you should never get ripped. No one should do a skill on you. Eriksen's had an attempt and it's been blocked by City. Marcus Rashford. The lot. You know what? I actually think Evans, the lot, they ain't been terrible. But then again, if you conceded 3, I think everyone has. Haaland doing his shift defensively. Grealish has beat Rashford to it, but Reguilon has intercepted. Well, that sums up Man United's day, man. Hey, bro, Harry Maguire is trying to attack. Bro, this says it all, man. And I don't even blame Maguire. But at the same time, he needs discipline. Haaland is up against Johnny Evans. A 50-year-old Johnny Evans. You're setting your teammates up for failure there. And that sums up Man United. Ball's gone out of play. This is crazy. Substitutes, bro. At 3-0 with 5 minutes left. Now you want to take off Marcus Rashford and bring on Anthony and Martial. I can't lie. 10 excuses. He's bugging out today, man. Kovacic is coming on. But he should have been sent off against Arsenal. Kovacic getting away with it. Us not getting a pen shot against Chelsea. But I ain't got no sympathy for no one with this with dodgy refereeing decisions in the Premier League. Anthony and Martial are coming on. Rashford off. Jeremy Doku's coming on. Imagine that. You know, you've just been getting battered and having so much defending to do against City, and they're just going to bring on the electrifying Jeremy Doku. Another one, like Haaland, who's been spotted after the Arsenal game. You know, you couldn't do nothing to Benjamin White. You know how it gets. Julian Alvarez is off for Kovacic. Gets an embrace by Pep. Jack Grealish will come off. Boy. 4 minutes left, people. Bro, pattern your stream on YouTube. It's not working. What does that mean? What does that mean? Why is it not working? What? Yeah, what's happened here? No, Bruno's a brilliant player. Frustrating. He's got ability, but he's undoubtedly. I think this is a problem on YouTube. I'll be honest with you, my dude. I don't know what is going on there. Has it just died? Like, the hell? What the hell? People, I don't know, man. It seems like it's not just related to my channel, but like, yeah, I'm looking at it now. If you look, can you even still hear me? Bro, what the hell? Joke thing. Ten Hag out, no identity, no patterns of play, shocking lineup choices, playing 10s out wide, when 2 or 3 wingers on the bench, taking Amrabat off and bringing on Mount. He's even mad. Bruno Fernandes. At least give the fans a reason to scream and shout. YouTube's been bugging today. Everyone's stream is bugging. Lewis's stream, same thing. YouTube bugging out on Ransley, Gunnar, Matisse is bugging out for everyone. YouTube pattern up, man. You're ruining it. You're ruining it. I apologize for any mistakes and these things. I don't know what's going on, people. Molding and diving aside, is Bruno even decent enough for United? I think so. Bernardo Silva's been awarded man of the match. Everything's been fine for me. YouTube is good here. Now, to be fair, there is some substance to what he's saying, man. Martial looks vexed. It's a bit like me. People tell me I don't smile and I look angry in all my pictures and that. I get it. But then again, I can't smile, man. Me smiling to them is horrible smile, blood. When I actually tried to smile, I can't say what I look like. I get cancelled, but I can smile in the moment. I can't smile. This is why I hate uploading on Instagram now. You know, follow on Instagram, by the way, people. Everyone's like, you should smile, DJ. And you look cool. Where the hell's at? Where the money at? Then we can smile. Be gentle on them, City. Nah, man, City have sourced them, man. City did the foreplay thing in the first 10 minutes and then they've sourced. If someone can tell me what Ten Hag has brought to this United team, I'll listen. Ange Gas been at Spurs less than a year and they have a clear identity and type of football. I don't know, man. Like I think Ten Hag, bro. I don't know. Like they've tried to do the counter attack. It's not banged. I would say more than anything, and you're right. I would say more than anything that the recruitment has been smelly. Obviously, there's underlying issues at United that are deeper than the manager. But to the variables he can control, it's been scrubby, man. It's been scrubby. The game plan's been scrubby today. The identity of Man United has been dodgy. You know, Ten Hag probably bought a bit of credit winning the cup. Been scrubby, man. Like this ground, obviously, errors come to an end, like Ten Hag said. You know, Old Trafford and Arsenal still struggle there. Old Trafford, you know, this is arguably the potentially the biggest team in the world, one of the biggest grounds in the Premier League. It's too easy to come here and, you know, if you do win against United, you should be there like, oh, bloody hell, like we really had to try, like we got lucky today, sort of thing. City haven't had to get out of second gear, like even for that third goal, they weren't really trying to get that. Phil Foden, twisting and turning, bobbing and weaving. Kyle Walker. Bernardo Silva, I don't understand bringing on Martial and Anthony 3-0 down, 5 minutes to go. Don't understand how Rashford's got 80 minutes. I understand Bruno Fernandes. He was always going to come centrally. Don't understand what they were doing with the midfield. Yes, there's been injuries. It's crazy, man. Everyone at that club from top down has to take accountability. It's crazy. Calcium, what a name. Listen, I'm with you. I don't understand. I mean, I don't care. I'm an Arsenal fan, innit? But you get the point. I hear that, but every team's circumstances are different. True. Hell, United players got trims to get rubbed out at home. It happens to us all, man. Jeremy Doku. Does he skip past McTominay? Jeremy Doku. Kovacic. Well, how did Chelsea flog off all those players, man? I think City won, even though they don't really use Kovacic like that. Oh, Jeremy Doku and Anthony. You won't do it, Anthony. Stop it. Your team's losing. Relax, mate. Anthony's Johnny Big Bollocks, ain't he? Angry for no reason. Fake anger, man. Allow it, fam. Allow it, man. And to be fair, he's right, though, man. What? Anthony's got some... there's no need to kick him like that. Like, Anthony's a bit of a see you next Tuesday, ain't he? I think you're the hardest guy on the planet, man. You'd think in line with what's going on with you in the papers, you'd calm yourself down. Fake passion merchant. Anyways, free kick at the ref's discretion. There's 2 minutes left, people. Boy. It's crazy, man. Like, City have not had to source them. Jeremy Doku skips past Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva tries to foul him. Jeremy Doku skips past Mount. Is that a corner? I mean, Jeremy Doku, if he improves his end product and decision making, I think his potential is endless. I mean, this is a joke, man. Bruno Fernandes has got energy for everybody but the actual opponents, man. This guy's always moaning. He's had 2 kickouts at Doku. It hasn't banged. Doku just wanted it more. He's then tried to make the tactical foul. Still not got there. This corner's found its way to Kyle Walker. And now it's here on this right-hand side with Bernardo Silva, who's delivered it into the box. I think he's miskicked it. It's fallen to Kovacic. Buys a raffle ticket. It's cannoned off for Man United, man. Oh, ref. Muay Thai thing from Johnny Evans. Oh, Conor McGregor be proud of that. What kind of Bandili defending was that? Man, just Sunday League-esque. What was that? Bruno Fernandes has been booked as well. Man United's a massive club, man, but they got a bunch of itches, if you get where I'm going at their team, man. Bruno Fernandes is a big itch. Like, one of the biggest pussycats in the Premier League, man. To be fair, though, Johnny Evans, you know, Rodri's a quality player, but Rodri done my team dirty. Rough him up, man. And this would annoy me. You know, obviously United are frustrated, but this is dead. Like, where was this fight against City? You're trying to fight them now. Like, channel that in the right way. The ref's having a talking to everyone. Let them fight, ref. Like, man, this football should be like hockey, like ice hockey, man. Let people fight for a minute, man. Oh man, bang him. Hey, Bruno, don't have it. You cast your mum, bang him. Walker, bang him. Stop talking, stop doing the chatting. It's 0-0. You're winning 3-0, but 0-0. See, I'm bringing up the Sunday league asking me. I apologize, people. I love it. DG, when are we gonna next see you on the footy terrace? When Terry asks, man, big up Terry. This is where you go to shake a man's hand, push him, and start fighting. Amen. Or the best one, when there's a melee, just come from behind. Start. You look like, say this is someone's knee. You get your knee on the back of their knee, so you make them stack. What actually happened there? Don't know, but we played the 4 minutes. Jeremy Doku having verbal with Anthony again. Let them fight, man. Let them fight, man. It's raining in Manchester. It's raining goals. Man City fans singing in the rain. What? Right. Is Haaland going to do his Ronaldo thing? Haaland say, you know what? One little chance to get a hat-trick. He's going to hit this free kick. If he scores, it's peak. Nah, Haaland ain't unlocked that one there yet. And with that brings an end to the game, people. The Battle of the Baldies has seen Ten Hag lose and Pep Guardiola's side win 3-0. Barely had to break a sweat. It's a big 3 points as well. Yeah, great performance. And again, great performance from you lot. It's always a pleasure to watch games with you lot and all of these things. These lads are in the mud. Amen. Fernandez with bare verbal instead of playing football. And this is, bro, stop surrounding the ref, bro. You look, I didn't see United players close down Man City players in numbers like this. And this is where I'm not even going to, I normally, regardless of the team, I normally listen to the post-game comments, but I don't want to listen to Ten Hag, if I'm honest. What's going on with Rashford? He's playing crap. Simple as that. People need to stop crying about the Glazers as well all the time after losses like this. Daniel Levy is a terrible owner, and look at this, the football Spurs play. The Glazers don't set up the team or coach. There can be many layers, but you're right. You know, obviously the mentality of any business comes from the top, but I think you're right. Like the variables that can be controlled, Ten Hag's not controlling them, essentially. Even when Man United win games, they're stinking up the place, really. You know, the Sheffield United victory, stinky. The Copenhagen one, stinky. Just bare stinky performances, man. I feel sorry for the fans. I feel sorry for any football fan of any team that is being undersold because football is, you know, people would cheat on their wife or husband before they change their football team. We're stuck with these teams for life. And we think about it all the time. You know, it dominates our work conversation. It dominates your life. It can make or break your weekend. I feel sorry for fans that don't see the same commitment. And that's just another highlight, really and truly. In terms of the Premier League results this weekend, people, let's actually have a look now that we've got them in full, people. Obviously, on Friday, Tottenham beat Crystal Palace 2-1. Brentford 2, Chelsea 0. Arsenal won 5-0 against Sheffield United. Bournemouth beat Burnley 2-1. It finished 2-2 between Wolves and Newcastle. Everton got a big 3 points as they travelled to West Ham and won a 0-0. It was 1-1 between Brighton and Fulham. Aston Villa beat Luton Town 3-1. Liverpool won 3-0 against Nottingham Forest. Thoughts with Luis Diaz and all the trouble his family are going through right now. Obviously, you've just seen Manchester City defeat Manchester United 3-0, 3-piece sourced. So yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Nah, man, I don't advocate leg breakers and stuff like that. Channel it in the right way, but in terms of fighting things, yeah, need a fight to break out here with Reds and suspensions for a few of them both. You're an evil guy, man, but I like the way you think, people. So yeah, man, with it being Sunday, I ain't gonna take up any more of your time like that, people. Again, make sure you check out the rest of the videos. Stay safe, stay blessed, turn your notifications on. Big up you lot across Twitch and YouTube. Apologies for any, what do you call it? Like there's been some technical difficulties, not just on my channel, but in general. So yeah, man, you lot stay safe, stay blessed. I'm out.
There's always just that active red flag, defending.
I think it's like